What is up, everybody? It is five, or no, it's not 5 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. It's time to get started today. Let's head over here to the warm up. I forgot to set the warm up timer. I'm a chud. Let's get to it. Nothing really to report on. Had a blast. So last stream, I actually went over, and these headphones are different. I've just realized. I usually use big, chunky headphones, but I'm not for face cam streams at least. I've realized how just awesome that nice lady stream is, and how much I've been missing out on. Because holy crap! Also, I've realized rewatching the VOD, I kept peaking my mic for the past couple days, reasonably so. So maybe be better about the positioning of my mic. But holy crap, there's just an ecosystem of creators that I've been like blinded to. Not really like out of any purpose, and I wouldn't say like I was ignorant of it. I just like, we're kind of here doing our own thing, nothing too crazy. It is a bit strange to be like, oh yeah, I've been streaming for 2.5 years, and yet all these what one chatter last night was like, only 2 years. I'm like, yeah, that's small compared to like I know some people who've been streaming for like 10, and yet we're very small. And I'm not saying that because I stream for a certain amount of time, you should have X viewers. Just I never have gone out of my way to try to involve myself with the community that much. That is just kind of how I am in some regards. Not that I don't think the community is awesome. I mean, from the little that I've interacted with Nice Lady and the surrounding other individuals like Void and what I've heard of Ink, these people seem really cool. But today we're continuing lesson 6. I was just working on a personal drawing of Luca before the stream. I realized I like my art more when which that's a very subjective thing, right? I like art more in general, actually. When there's like each paint stroke has a purpose, and I realize my greatest failures, or I don't like when my art gets like a little wish-washy. I just kind of do whatever. Specifically, I mean, this goes for line work, right? Like every line should have its purpose. That was a lot of lesson 2. And I guess I should just have remembered that, because when I was doing my value work for the Luca drawing, I kind of didn't care about the pants, so I just did like stroke, 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 like very minimal strokes. And ironically, whenever I did my gradient map, it looked great. It looked so much better than the face, because the face I was putting so much attention and work into that I was scared of having like these like very noticeable strokes. I wanted everything to be almost blended. I've stopped using the blending tool. Because I've been over blending, which I learned is a term. But being more conservative with each stroke and having a very working large to small when it comes to your shapes inside of your art. There's a whole swath basically of like little things that I've been told, but you can memorize a list of lessons, like wise quotes from people, but those mean nothing unless you actually like live them, right? You actually act upon them. And so working big to small sounds easy, and then you immediately start honing in on the face and putting all the detail into the face, even though you should be working big to small, right? And the face is proportionally smaller in some context to the body, right? If you just do a profile view, then of course the head is 7 to 8 head, near the body is 7 to 8 head lengths. But you want to put a lot of detail in the face because that's what you want maybe the focal point to be. That's where a lot of the character is. And so it could be deceptive, and that's just one of them, right? Work big to small. Your lighting shouldn't be random per se. Each plane change, like relative. I think it's like the sine angle to the light source, the like normal vector. That changes, the amount of light that surface is receiving, thus changing the value. So don't just have random value changes, but also with that is you want to be working with shape language as well, right? Which is a lot of Cynic's stuff. And so remembering all of that, and then shadow regions have less detail. I remember the other stuff. It is a lot to remember, and you only remember it when it's too late, or you're like, why did this go wrong? You know, you do the personal critical thinking of your work, and you're like, oh shoot. But then you learn. So that's that's the upside of self-learning. Now, however, a professional critique, right? We don't always have the capacity to do critical thinking on everything, right? That's cognitively demanding, and we just don't know what's wrong at times, right? We could hear a quote and not know or not even remember, or just tie it to that's the reason why our drawing is failing per se, right? So we need external critique, and that's kind of my big problem with completely independent study, right? Going into paint on my own is I need a lot of that critique. So once I actually finish some painted pieces, I'm going to go into that. Also, one big thing I realized last night, and I rewatched, I looked at some art. I've been taking a lot of my favorite artists, or just art that I like, and grayscaling it and looking at the values. And I realized a lot paint from the absolute lightest to dark. And I've been painting kind of just from the middle. So today I've been working on painting from the light and then only adding shadow, only working downwards, starting with the absolute brightest and then adding more value. Because for starting from the middle, you know, you make, let's say you start at the middle, so you divide shadow family, light family, which is good. But personally for me, like, then I start adding highlights and like very much later in the process. But all my form shadow and shadow family stuff and occlusion shadow was based off of the light family. So like it gets thrown off. So then I worked at a Terran Fiddler paint over, and it looks like he went from the absolute brightest to darker value. You can kind of see in the strokes of other painters and stuff. Some of them work from absolute lightest to darkest as well. So easy, safe to say, that's how I'll be operating for now. Because yeah, adding in sections of lighter region just does not work for me. I don't think it looks as good as I like. Okay, ellipses today. Ironically, I did much better in the part that I usually suck at, so. Nice. Also moved the camera around today. We'll see if that's any more enjoyable for me. I think, yeah, it's actually, you could probably see the same amount of the background, but it is in a different location. I just moved its position and angle a little bit. Less of my mic in the way. This page is annoying me. It also fell off last night in the middle of me sleeping and woke me up. Somehow a paper falling woke me up. Let's see. Let's do a smaller degree. It's coming towards us. Really good ellipses today. I cannot complain. This is not too bad. Cool. Okay. We'll call it there for warm up. I really don't see a need for anything else. So we're gonna go into BRB, do an ad break, the usual stuff. Where's my pen cap? And then we'll head over to our lesson 6 shenanigans. We'll be continuing our orthos. I think it'd be cool if we could finish all the slices today, but that would require doing ellipses, which is gonna suck. Yeah. So I don't like looking at the camera. I don't like acknowledging it. This is weird to me. Yeah, we're gonna go into BRB and then do all that. So be right back. Cool. We're back. Let's head over here. Nice. So it's kind of like, I wouldn't say, actually wait, here. I'm gonna move Baby Crow more in frame. This is important. Dog cam, cat cam, the works, all that. Okay, we're back. Wow. Yo, you freaky man. I wouldn't consider myself a freaky man. Hope you're doing well, Dio. How's your day going so far? Let's get the timer started here. And while you answer that, let's talk about what we want to do today. Or what we have done, I guess I should say. Good, just chilling. Good to hear. How's your day so far? Listening to music? Ooh, what music? Oh man, I hate the Slice one, dude. Slice one sucks. We last left off with doing the true diagonal for slice number 5. Slice number 5, we have our orthos on PureF as well. Let me pull those up. Real Slim Shady. What's up, Safi? How's it going? Good to see ya. Let's, here, let me fix the camera so we can have both, everything in here. Very early, I know, right? I've been kind of addicted this 2 p.m. stream time. It's not too shabby. I don't know how to... Okay. PureF, you confuse me at times, but I still love you. Or PureF. I hate Pure... Okay, no. I have a love-hate relationship with PureF. Also, I need to watch my volume. I keep peeking. Wait, I don't want to yell. Here, let me mute, and then... My limiter isn't working. Why is my limiter not working, guys? You're good, you? I'm doing okay. And here, sorry, I'm messing with stream stuff right now. Let's see if I could fix my limiter. That's been annoying me a lot. I sadly can't hear myself. So if I break my audio, please let me know. Microphone. Let's go to the filters for that. Expander, compressor, my compressor. Oh, I don't even have... Oh. I guess we'll just decrease our output gain a little bit. I mean, I don't want to mess with anything too much. We'll leave it as it is. But my... Okay, wait, no, we'll put a limiter on. I hate putting limiters on, but we're going to do it. We'll go... We'll go 3. And if this sounds horrible, let me know. Here, I could actually do some feedback real quick. Looking good, looking good. Okay, here. I don't want to, like, yell at you guys. It's set to -3. It looks like it's doing a lot better. Here, wait. Let me make it so I can hear myself. Sorry for doing this on stream. I just looked at the audio and it was borked. Microphone, monitor, and output. Okay, that's good. That's not bad. Monitor. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. Cool. Sorry about that. Let's keep going. But yeah, a good day so far. Very lazy day. Worked on drawing a little bit. Had a good talk with some of my friends. I want to draw more. I keep staying up late because my friends are convincing me to stay up late. I'm being thrown around. My time is being used by my friends, but I think that's a good thing. But yeah, we're continuing lesson 6. We're making great progress. We're in stream 7 and looking good. So maybe it'll be less than... I guessed 12 streams. I think that's still pretty reasonable given everything that we have. However, I know that actually doing the sides of this object is going to kick my butt. Also, I need to get used to looking at the camera while I talk. That bothers me a lot. Because like chat's right here, you guys are right, like the camera's right there. I just feel like a total tuber for doing it that way. So, yeah, we are going to work on slice 5 now, which I pulled up PureF just for this. Have it over here. I love using my left hand for the mouse. Slice 5? Yes, that's only a third for slice 5? Dude. I feel like that's a bit deceptive. Slice 5 is the bottom. Oh, wait, no, we're good. Yes. Oh, wait, no, we're doing slice 6. I'm a chud. Slice 6. That one is only the 2/5. And we did that yesterday, so we'll head over to our 5th chart, or 10th chart. Because we need 3/10 and 7/10. Which we'll get by mirroring, so we'll do the same stuff. What the skibbity? What's going on, Bear? How's it moving? Oh, Jesus. Looking at this gives me such a headache. Also, Bear, I've discovered I can look at the camera while talking to it. So because like all of stream, I realized I did not look at the camera once because I didn't want to acknowledge it. It's a bit strange. I'm not gonna lie. Obtained new powers. I love the leopard. I say this morning is when I saw it, but you did it last night. I loved the leopard drawing. I can't wait to see more of that. I also love the emotion of Skulldog in that one. I need to draw some Skulldog. But I'm interested in these new powers. What does that entail? Dude, I have too many pins. Hello, Bear. I feel like it's problematic if I do a fake British accent because Jess may join the stream somehow. And Jess is, I believe, from the UK. And not that, like, an accent is problematic, but I doubt that a British person is fond of continuously hearing the British accent. Do we even need to do the fourth there? Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. It'll help us out. Why not? No need to make this harder than we need to. However, speaking of things being harder than it needs to be, let's put some tape down for this. Just been drawing my characters from imagination, and I was able to retain some of what I learned from the Michael Hampton's book. Let's go. Oh, goodness. That is great to hear. That Michael Hampton book, I don't know, I've only read a little bit of each. I personally liked, okay, this one sucks, Force more than Michael Hampton. They're, different, but still for, human body. One's a lot more, gestural rather than structural. Hampton's is definitely structural. But Bear, you also have a wonderful sense of structure and form. So I feel like that book will just do so much justice for your skills. Let's see. Make sure I'm not going crazy. I'm a sick and twisted psychopath. Oh, it sucks. Okay, I think this is the true diagonal. Yeah. So we're going to be drawing a line right next. Oh, God. No, that's... Yeah, I'm always the proponent of doing one thing at a time. Am I kind of breaking that rule right now because I'm kind of wish-washy with paint? Yeah. I'm doing Drawbox, right? That's my main source of education, and then paint is just a thing I'm doing on the side, which I'm or values, I guess. Which, holy crap, dude, it's so difficult. But we're learning, and I hope it'll give me a bit of a, not a head start, because there's not really such thing as a head start in art, but, some background for future stuff. Okay, and then we need, that was a fourth, and then we need to go down from here. So I technically didn't need that line. Frick. I remember now. I remember. I like Force a lot. Was it No, it was not Michael Hampton. That's what you just said. Who made Force? Matisse, I believe. I thought it was Matisse, and then I watched an interview with him in it, and I think it's pronounced Matisse. It could be Matisse. Matisse. And I love Force so much from the little that I read it. It makes a lot of sense. It jives with my brain. It's very like artsy in the sense is like, you have to feel this, you have to be this, and the energy, and I just like the verbiage there. Yeah, that's why I can be. There's too many Michaels. Michael Hampton, Michael Matisse. Who was the person who made How to Draw? Was it also? No, that's Scott Robertson. Never mind, I'm tripping. Let's get some more mics in there, though. Name my child Mike. So they become an amazing artist. Where is our 10th? We're looking for the intersection between why did I do the fourth? The fourth diagonal, and the diagonal that we drew. So we have our fourth diagonal here, and the line that we just drew is right here. So we're looking to make a vertical here, and that's 3/10 horizontally. Yo, what's up, QR? How's it moving? QR, I have a bit of a question for you that I'm too awkward to ask in the server that you've invited me to. Even though they're all very kind. I just now remembered it as half the thing. I'll just be joining you for some warm-ups before I move on to sausages. Hell yes, I love sausages. Sausage intersections? Or sausage textures. Probably sausage intersections because you finished textures, right? What are the differences? I need to look at the camera when I talk. What are the differences between sketchbooks and just posting your art? Is it just like a collection of your work in the server? Or dinner, true. I didn't consider that. Textures still. Dude, I will never hound anyone like, you're still on textures? No, oh my god, textures take forever. They're so difficult. That is, yeah. I'd be lying to myself if I ever condemned anyone for textures. Okay. Crap. Okay, so that's the line that we want. Now we want to find where it intersects with the true diagonal. I'm gonna puke. We could technically project this, but I'm not gonna do that. Or we could. Yeah, you could just post whatever art you like in your sketchbooks or in the art channels. It's just a timeline of your stuff. Oh, okay, I like that. I may make a sketchbook then. I'm also glad today, day one of the server, and I already got to rant about the backlog and tricks, quote unquote, trick Sparrow Sky into drawing. We love the backlog. Everyone, you need a backlog sketchbook. You need to get a sketchbook where it's just absolute crap, and the moment you have an idea, you jot it down in there because you probably won't have time to realize the full idea anyways. To hell with fidelity. Go make something cool. No. We can actually sanity check our work. This line, really? By projecting it downwards. Even forever you like really some people just post studies. Yeah. I saw the digital value one with like the birds and the fruits and stuff. That one I may join in on. I'm not sure if that one's I should join in. Like you can. If it's invite only, but that is one I'm interested in. And of course, Serpent the hater, Serpent the eater. I can't. I'm just Serpent. In our Discord with their recent value studies. Also very impressive to me. I kind of want to do that YouTube video. But also just kind of like, I just want to do 50% at this point. I don't need to know all this. I want to finish my Bill drawing. I want to finish my Luca drawing. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself to do either. Or to perfect them, right? It's not about perfect art. I think I'm going to leave the tape here just so I can like tape it down when I need to. Make my life a lot easier. Also, I'm pissed off. All the hoodies and sweatshirts that I have logos on them. Like this one I like, but it's the only one that doesn't dox me. It's the Formula one, so shout out Formula, I guess. Not sponsored. Sketchers are mainly for the person who made them. Most people don't mind if you interact. Okay, cool. Man, I can't remember who posted it. It was for the apocalypse, not the apocalypse, the cyberpunk mermaid. Whoever posted today, that was so. I love like the little harness with the like, it very cyberpunk punky esque. Oh, it was so good. I need to find who that was because I really like that one. Also, I've never gotten a chance to interact with Noel, probably Noel, um, as frequently, so it's very cool to interact with them. Okay. We probably should have. I don't know why my voice went so high right there. We probably should have projected downwards instead of doing the whole ortho here, just to make things less complicated. It's fine. Just that is a technique that I avoid because it introduces a lot of error. But it probably isn't as evil as I lead it on to be. We already have a lot of error anyways. We can use it to sanity check, like I said. Okay. I think it's this one. Oh. Like my brain is gonna explode every time I touch this lesson. Oh. What is it? This is so now that I have face cam, we can have this conversation. Uh, I was very, I mean, I've had plenty of professors where I'm very close to and I appreciate them and stuff. And like we talk not only as just like professor student, but also like, how's your day? You know, a little bit more casual than like some other professors that I've had, and I appreciate it. There's this one that I always went to for his office hours because it was such a hard class. Data structure, design and analysis of algorithms. So like the second algorithms class for those computer science nerds out there, where you do like complexity theory. And he had this really, and I picked it up from him. Whenever he thinks about something or you give him a problem, he goes, yeah, so what we're gonna do, he like opens his eyes really big, and I started doing that whenever I think and talk at the same time, so you're probably gonna see that. You should check out the flea market. I saw that. I don't use it because I don't have OCs, but you do. So I saw, is it like you just draw the next person? Here, let me, oh god. Let me look over here. What the hell did Monkey just reply to my... I want to look at the flea market. Flea market V2, yes. So, you just do the person and there's OC? Or, like, I saw this one is like you fought, like, what is it? The game is simple, okay. Greedy for art exchange. So each of them have their own rules? Yeah, okay, I like it. I like that a lot. I saw Sadie's the other night, and I saw Sev's. Holy crap. I love that one so much. I was actually looking at it for values, because the values... This is what helped me last night. I realized the value range I was using is, like, extreme. Like, I should be kind of, like, scrunching down my value range. Because, like, the highlights, while they are bright, they're not crazy, crazy bright. Shoes store? Strixie's? Hell yes. I gotta do those more. I gotta get into those. I love art trades in general. I owe like Bear probably so many drawings. If we were trading, I owe Bear so much. That's an issue. Not a bad issue. Okay, let's see. 2/5. There's a lot of tangent lines or just lines that are very, very close. This vexes me. Yeah, so sanity check was a good idea here. Amazing. She says. Now we're gonna play this song and dance to check these. Automod, oh fuck. You actually gave Luca the slutty shirt thing. Yeah, that was that was the plan in the first place. It just doesn't I had to fix the it looked like just part of the shoulder. The highlights I had a version with highlights in there and like more lighting. I deleted it. But like I put highlights on the side of the trapezius, right? To emphasize it's like more reflective skin. And it also works out because since the lighting is like cut in half, because he's two-sided. Wow, that's original Kavel. What is it? It helps reinforce that since there's less detail on this shoulder, it feels probably more like fabric because fabric isn't going to be as reflective. It really isn't, depending, right? Meanwhile, his arm will be highly reflective, and I want to do a occlusion, like the darkest shadow in the like region between like the shirt and his underarm, so it really sells. Like, there's some absent space over here, and we'll draw the eye towards it because the heightened. So like the two focal points I want is like his side of the face slash flowers, the flower crown, and then the arm. I'm not sure how focal points work or anything. I just want to put a lot of value there because those are important to me. Ideally, from what I know of rhythm and gesture and stuff, right, there would be something that helps guide you to those. So maybe from the flower crown, you follow the light from the face down the shoulder to the arm, and then the pants. Yeah, I don't know yet. The shoes took me forever. The shoes literally took me like revisiting it 4 different times. And I just went with some Converse. I was originally doing Jordans, and they were way too big in the original sketch because I was rushing. That was like the whole rushing conversation I had a couple streams ago. We slowed down. I think last night was the final version of the Converse where I just kind of chilled. I was full of supreme pizza. I ate way too much pizza last night. We'll do this. I'm not the most confident, but the Converse works well. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this outfit actually at all. Like in my head, I didn't have an outfit. I just wanted the shirt thing because of Sam and Max, right? The Sam and Max animation that I sent you. It reminded me of it. Um, but I was like, I have no idea the outfit that would work with this, so I kind of did copy the Sam and Max outfit. I have to figure out the colors that I want because I was introduced to what is it called when the colors on the opposite sides are they complementary or whatever? Like introducing some of that into there for contrast. I want to do that here, and Luca is like orange, right? That's or like generally orange brown. So blue, no, is blue? Whatever. Yep, huge. I got the go ahead from Safi. So I want the colors to work with that. That the one I posted in work in progress was me just messing with random gradient maps that I found. Um, Nothing too serious there. And then I hope the stuff I get from this drawing that I'm doing, I can apply to the bill drawing and like have a little bit more mileage with that. Okay, this looks good. Let's commit. My ruler situation is borked. Ah! There we go. Cool. Also, I do have a hoodie that's unbranded, but I learned last night because I was wearing it last night that it doesn't have the elastic sleeves, and so it just kept falling as I was drawing, and it was rage baiting the hell out of me. I was getting so mad at it. So we're not gonna do that anymore. None of that hoodie. That's just my like while going to the gym / after gym hoodie, and that's all it'll ever be. I said small ruler, I guess not, because I forgot I have to measure to the VP. Where the hell? My apartment is like cold as hell. I got back from the gym and showered, and that's always like a very like energy draining thing. Like I just get really sleepy after that. Put on my favorite or one of my favorite hoodies and put on this jazz playlist. We're chilling, man. I did want to listen. I was re-listening to King Gizzard at the gym today. Specifically all of Nonagon, and then doing some of the less popular albums. Nonagon Infinity, Open the Door. So this doesn't line up, and that's a problem. So we have to make the best of both worlds and figure this out. How does that not line up? I literally projected it. This vexes me. King Gizzard ages. They're not on Spotify either. Which may or may not be the music player that we use for stream. So yeah, I have Apple Music personally. So I'm always chill with listening to that. I love them so much. They're probably my number one band. It's like oof. King Gizzard, Tyler, ELO, Kendrick. And Kendrick is just I love the Vomit Robot album a lot. Have I listened to that one? I memorize it by the album covers. Let's see. Yeah, I was listening to Chunky Shrapnel. My favorite is Robot 3000, if not Nonagon, and then Phantom Island, their newest one, is a big favorite of mine. I was also looking at their merch. Nonagon was 2016, dude. That's just insane to me. I'm not seeing Vomit Robot. Maybe I'm high. I probably am. Murder of the Universe is the name. Oh! Maybe. I may be high. I'm not seeing it. I'm a fake fan. Great too. I also really like the microtonal banana. Dude, have I never listened? I've listened to all the ones on Apple Music. And yet I'm not noticing any of these. Not a gun infinity, open the door. Or is it knock on infinity? I need to actually look at the lyrics because like that makes more sense to me. Okay, now it's lining up well. I guess it was just a matter of me being stupid. Question mark. It's not still not lining up perfectly, but we're not in Drawbox to be perfect. But yeah, Butterfly 3000 is a much calmer album, hence why I would play it on stream. It's also my favorite album. If I'm ever just walking around in public or like walking somewhere, uh, where I won't be hit by cars and I don't have to be a attentive pedestrian, I'll pop on that or Nujibis. We love Nujibis. Oh, okay, that came with us. Did that pick up on my mic? I just heard like a giant, like it sounded like someone just fell, like in the above me. That was not good. I have some noisy upstairs neighbors. They do not know how to walk with their we already have this line, but I'm just gonna reinforce it. They don't know how to walk on their toes. It's on YouTube though. Gotcha, gotcha. Dude, they have such great merch, and I was looking on their website because they have awesome art. Freaking so much of it is sold out, but they have like extra larges. I'm like, brother, I like me a big shirt, but I'm deleting the inevitable sausages. Best of luck. I was gonna ask a question about that, but I don't think I want to entertain you not working on the sausages. I think you just got to get to that, man. I don't want to delay the inevitable either. Cool, cool. I'm gonna take a sip of water, and then we'll do slice 5, which is only a third, so that's much easier. Orange. I love drinking orange. Okay. Let's get to it. Slice 5. It's only a third. I know how to do that off the top of my head. I won't even have to consult anything. Now we're gonna double check because like that's important. Slice 5, a third. Get out of here. Easy. And we have some more room. It's not as chaotic down there as it is above. This is kind of the drudgery of lesson 6. It's nothing too difficult. Just, no, I mean, it is difficult in the sense that, like, you have to pay attention. You have to, like, every mark you make, you have to be very cognizant of and, like, always double check everything. So, like, slice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So all it takes is one tiny mistake to ruin a lot here. And I'm not above doing that, so. Nice noise. I can see this one much better in my brain. Maybe it's because it's less crowded, but anyways, we're doing diamond. Why do I keep grabbing medium ruler? I need big ruler. That was aggressive. My apologies. Okay. Also gotta feed the grackle named Fat Ass today. Very glad that this fellow is. I think I can kind of distinguish him from other grackles, only by the fact that he has a really messed up tail. And he's the only one in that whole area that's friendly enough to come up to me. So, yeah, what's up, cat? She put a hello question mark as if she's in the wrong stream. What, you look like Proco? Who would have guessed that? Who would have assumed that? Facecam jump scare. What's up, TS Block? Yeah, we're hello, cat. The guy who says he looks worryingly like Proco at times may look like Proco just a little bit. Wait, true. It's happening all over again. I was thinking I could show up in his like button-down black shirt. I have one of those. Thought I was in the wrong stream. 4 a.m. Oh my god. Well, thank you for stopping by TS Block. Please get some sleep. Yeah, okay. Have a good one. Goodness. See, it's a 2 p.m. stream, but that means TS Block isn't awake yet. So like, what are we gonna do? We need to stream 11 hours a day so we could catch most time zones. 12 would be too much. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the 3-hour face cam for the first time stream yesterday really took the energy out of me, but it was also because like afterwards I was hanging around in Jess's stream, and Jess was being an absolute very kind person, but like went through our art on the Kavel website, and if there's anything, she said she likes gravel, so now I know I felt like I've seen you before. Well, I'm just like the prototypical white guy, right? Receding hairline, beard, hair done in like the freaking up like this. And beard. And that's all you need. Also, notice how my mic hasn't drooped this stream. I moved it around. Am I going to say that and it's going to start drooping? Yeah. But for now, we will live. I want to get the homophobic chicken today. Really bad. I really want... I really want to get the chicken that doesn't like the gay people. I've been fighting eating out because like it's about to be graduation. I'm about to be eating out a ton, having to pay for that. But every day it calls my name. I almost was like, is today Sunday? No, it isn't. We're good. I typically crave homophobic chicken on Sundays. Teeny Tiny Victories, welcome, welcome. We do have Facecam. We did. Jess inspired me to do so by literally just saying, you should do Facecam. I've been thinking about it for like 4 months, so I just committed. Conversion therapy supporting chicken sandwich. Armpit would be proud. Armpit would be proud. Oh yeah, that's perfect timing, Cat. Yeah, so we were rated by a very awesome streamer named That Nice Lady. We'll shout her out. I learned how to do shout outs because of Armpit. Armpit taught me how to do this. I'm learning so much vicariously through Armpit. Hopefully this works. Ooh. How can I just copy? Let me copy. Hopefully this works. You're shouting at a channel that doesn't exist, blow me. That nice lady over there, please go follow her. I put her link in the Discord. I was like, yeah, I know how to shout out now. But she's awesome. And she came in here and I've been thinking about doing it for a while. I remember one stream I was about to do it and then MCal was like, he was like, that then they know more about you. And I was like, okay, that's kind of true. Oh wait, did I misspell it? Oh my gosh, that's probably why. I misspelled it again. I literally typed the wrong thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So go visit her. Please give her a follow. We've gotten the opportunity to have a bunch of cool stuff. And I've met like 2 other streamers because of her. Void and potentially Ink. Thank you. We're learning. I don't like it doesn't have autofill. I know it'd be like a bit ridiculous to make it autofill every Twitch user ever, but at the same time, come on, right? You're making my job harder. Okay. Yeah, the Ink specifically, this individual, they are a huge proponent of Drawbox, so I would like to interact with that streamer sometime. They only recently used Discord, so I'm not sure if they actually done Drawbox. Or what? We haven't met yet, so I would shout them out, but I feel like then they'll get the notification and it'll just be a bit awkward. We rated for the first time the other day too. We had 10 viewers. We rated Jess. That was fun. A little bit intimidating, I won't lie. Because then she pulled up the Kavel website and started showing her art. And like, I've been drawing so many furries recently. Don't do that, dude. We need to draw some humans. I need to fix this. I need to figure this out. It's bad. put us on blast a little bit. Yo, what's up, Captain Mannerings? I'm just gonna say Mannerings. It makes my life easier. How's it moving? So many NASA badges. I so regret not getting the NASA badge on this account. Where you only had to be like in the stream, the Artemis stream, for like 2 hours. Or like an hour, probably, 45 minutes even. I'm so glad there's many things arguably terrible about this world, but I'm glad I live in a world where I can see humanity go to our freaking moon on live stream, bro. That is absurd. It's a cozy stream, hell yeah. So the face cam thing is irregular now? We'll see. If I decide to like look presentable, which I arguably never do. It's good for engagement. I don't want to mess with this line. No, because then I could look at the camera and say, "What's up, guys?" All that stuff. I don't want to do that. You can watch me like pick my nose on accident because I forget I'm on camera. It's fun though. Like I don't think it'll be a bit. Married to teeny tiny victories, so generally come as a pair. Oh, shout out! Okay, huge. Well, thank you both for joining on separate Twitch accounts. You both like I could imagine just be like, oh yeah, one device, but you're on your separate devices. 2 times the support for one streamer. I appreciate that. So are you guys artists or art enjoyers given your proximity to Jess? Okay, we need to make the 3rd triangle here. My favorite thing. Holy crap. I feel like Drawbox should come with like Adderall. I know that's a bit of a crazy take, but holy, how are you supposed to do this normally? Then again, a lot of people don't do as many orthos as I do, so. And many painters, heck yeah. What kind of stuff do you guys like to paint? Or just, yeah, art that you like to enjoy. Occasionally persuaded to attempt something 2D. Ooh. $2D in the sense of like the cartoony styles that are relegated to being 2D, or yeah. School destroyed art for me, I guess high school for you guys. Yeah, school kind of, it didn't destroy, so yeah, occupationally, I'm a software engineer, or I've just graduated to become a software engineer. And like, I love programming so much. Dude, school has ruined that so much for me. I still love it, but the burnout's going to take a while to recover from. But yeah, it's I can resonate with that very much. Oh, we didn't need to do the full diamond. We only need to do 1. Well, now we could do 2, and that'll help us out a lot. I was just antsy to do an ortho that I'm actually comfortable with for once. As in, not a miniature like Warhammer. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, painting mini. Okay, sorry. When you said mini painting, also my PRF is like the wrong place for some odd reason. When you said mini painting, I didn't know you meant like mini, like the Warhammer painting stuff, dude. So Drawbox, the community we're a part of, there's a person who's been, I think, resin 3D printing their own figures and painting them, and it's so cool to see. It's so tangible. Mostly mini painting now, though, to be a break from very computer heavy day jobs. I feel that. I've developed a permanent eye twitch. Or it's not permanent, probably, if I just took like a sabbatical from screens, which is not happening. But yeah, I have an eye twitch, a muscle spasm in my eye because I look at screens so much. Game guesser? Cat, we got 22 minutes and 32 seconds left. Let's calm the hell down. What, do you want me to become a variety gaming streamer now? Who do you think I am? Northern Line? Vinny? I would love to be. Actually, I wouldn't like to be those people. They are their own people. Actually, I'd like to be Vinny. He plays some good stuff. I would not like to be Northern Line. I do not have the confidence to tell people in chat they're wrong. Except for Cat. Because like I feel like I'm doing a service to the community by critiquing Cat. We're tinkering with our 3D printer and trying to get it to produce some cool minis at the moment. What kind of 3D printer is it? So much Don't get me started. I used to have an Ender 3D Pro. And like just maintenance on it alone, and like, oh yeah, by the way, your nozzle just nuked itself. You have to go buy like a new set. Everyone should have a set of nozzles. I'm like, oh really? Everyone should. And like, oh yeah, if you don't store your filament in a non-moisture rich environment, you are going to have bad prints. I'm like, okay. I was ready to believe diet sodas have more sugar that one time you intervened. I'm the most gullible man alive. Guys, say what you want about aspartame, right? I know there's contention there, but diet sodas are called diet because they're 0 calories. Now, and then I believe, was it this stream? Or I think it was my roommate. Stretch, we will stretch in a bit. This stream or my roommate Googled why, you know? And I think, and Safi can correct us on this, if Safi would be so kind. It's because it's absorbed into the bloodstream faster than you can metabolize it or something. Or maybe I'm getting the process of metabolizing things incorrect. But yeah, aspartame is different. Or you metabolize it faster than it absorbs into the bloodstream, something like that. I know there's that study that Northern Lion vehemently opposes, which is the aspartame causes cancer one, which say what you will. We have FDM, which is all set up in good. Holy. But we're setting up a Saturn IV resin printed. Dude, I can only have so many hobbies, but if I could pick up another one, 3D printing, like getting my old 3D printer to work would be on the list. Let's do some hand stretches. I'm going to try not to sneeze. Holy crap. Part of my inspiration also for what is it called? Picking up the face cam was people can see my face in the reflection of the ruler, so it's not totally new. Don't sprain your muscle, true. You gotta be careful, drawing all the time. 3D printing from me growing up kind of alongside of it looked like 2 face cams, true. Be like one of those Omegle streamers who have like the camera right there, and then over there, and over there. I have another camera, and I was thinking about setting it up right here, so we could have a camera during digital. We'll see if I don't know where it is. I think it's under my bed or something. That was my first camera. So this camera right here above me, that one, this is the newest one, right? The most expensive one, and then this one is the old streaming one, the old what we used to use like a year ago, and then the Logitech C920, our first one. It does in rats. Interesting. Okay, so you know, like our main testing population got cancer. We're like, oh shoot. But yeah, now obviously don't drink 4 cans of Coke a day, both sugar-free, like the diet or that. But like, you know, one every couple days, maybe even one a day. I don't you know, I'm no medical professional. I'm okay with the consequences. You know, of course I can't possibly know how bad the consequences could be. It could make my like head explode. I could have spontaneous combustion one day. But you know, it's a risk I'm willing to take. Okay, let's see. We have our diamond right here. True diagonal right there. So right here's the intersection. Dude, this is absurd. Yep. Wow. This is, yeah. Mind-blowing that there are whole adult humans who grew up with 3D printing. Yeah. I mean, I probably was first introduced to it when I was like 12. Maybe. I'm in my early 20s now, so honestly, for a fine, you'd have to drink hundreds to be hurt. It's like, almost, okay, I'm not gonna say it's like bananas, but you know, bananas, potassium radioactivity, and the whole spiel. Water toxicity would do the trick then, true. But yeah, I've switched to diet soda, even though I had a normal Dr. Pepper today, because my roommate and I ordered a 2-liter when we were having our pizza last night. Once again, I rarely eat pizza. I think someone commented on it the other day. I rarely eat pizza, only on special occasions. I eat pizza as often as I drink. Now that I think about it. So. What you're telling me I can't eat my uranium 252? That has like so many calories. I'm trying to bulk. What the hell? Some random like 50-year-old dude on Facebook goes 1984. Anybody watch Jacob Geller's 1984 video? Because I have not finished it. I also feel like I'm LARPing though, because I haven't. Last time I read 1984 was like in high school, and then I've never read like Fahrenheit or stuff. Did you both eat half the pizza without removing the slices? Like holding it like a disc? Well, Bear, now I have to draw that Luca and Gravel doing that, so thank you for the idea. We actually got a ranch crust and a garlic herb crust. Probably one of the best decisions of my lifetime. And we binged Don. He's never watched anime before, so we have to like pause after every episode and explain either like Japanese cultural phenomenon, right? Like references, or do that garlic herb. It's like basically garlic bread crust. And then Kat's gonna walk in and is like, that's not true pizza. I'm like, shut up. New York pizza. I did watch a clip from Vinny the other day where he was talking about it. There was a $19 bacon, egg, and cheese. Which I feel like even Kat could be like, that's ridiculous. Kat, how expensive is your bacon, egg, and cheese and a coffee? I've had pizza with ranch. Of course, that's like mandatory. If you're not ranching your pizza, what are you doing? Do you think exercises like these improve your perspective, intuition, or is it more like a process you're learning in case you need in the future? Both. I do think it's more process than perspective, but I've gotten... What drawing did I do it? We're gonna open up Krita. Krita time, guys. And we're gonna open up here because I'm psychotic. Let's hope this doesn't go horribly. Application capture. Window capture. There we go. I'm kind of like breaking the rules of how my whole thing works. Did I delete the drawing? Oh, $5 with a large coffee. That's impressive. A large coffee from your bodega is $2. There you go. Oh no, it's here. Okay, I thought I deleted the drawing. I would have been so upset. Critter. Oh, that's just OBS. Why am I streaming OBS? It says Krita. Oh, does that fix it? Okay, you're right. What is going on? Help? Why is my own OBS? This is what my OBS looks like, guys. Look at that. You impressed? We go to Krita now. Does that fix it? Dude, I don't... What did I just do? Oh man, I don't like this. Oh wait, there we go. Okay. My bad for all that. What is happening? That's the thing. That thing isn't there. I think it's like a... Wait. Yeah, it's just a frozen screenshot. Let me put it on the other monitor. What is happening? I don't think Krita wants to be shown, actually. That sucks. Then we'll just do this. Okay. We'll just go into the studio. Okay. Sadly, my warm-ups are done, so now I must go draw sausage. Well, thank you very much for joining us, QR. Best of luck. Krita's too shy, I guess. Guys, I'm nervous to show my art. Hee hee. Window capture. Krita. There. Okay, I could do it here. So we're just going to do it freaking over here, I guess. Do it live. That looks silly. So this drawing, right? The timer's been paused for a minute. I'm gonna draw the gays. I don't like you calling them that. So yeah, this drawing, right? So we had 2 sketch layers. The way I did the construction for this was very lesson 6-ish. You can't really see it too well. But I couldn't figure out how I wanted to put Luca's head in perspective relative to Gravel, and I also want Luca's taller, right? And I kind of failed that here. So what I did is I just made Gravel's head. They have names. the gays, quote unquote, have names, Cat. I extended his head in this direction, kind of following this slightly curvilinear perspective I was doing. And then inside of that, gay 1 and gay 2. Oh, I'm gonna draw them eating pizza, and they're gonna have shirts that say gay 1 and gay 2. It's gonna be perfect. But yeah, I extended the head this way, lesson 6 style, crazy style. And this is also very Broken Draw, so I was somewhat familiar with this, just to put Luca's head in perspective correctly. And then the rest was generally, sometimes I start everything inside of a singular box, and Lesson 6 has helped me get much better at placing things in that box more precisely. But it is overall more of a process thing than anything else. Holy crap, that's me. Surprise. Okay, cool. And I'm also going to take a sip of drink. Gay 1 and Gay 2, though. Thank you, thank you. I love me my boxes. Boxes are the foundation of the world. I don't need to say that, but like I used to do spheres for heads. I don't like it anymore. I'm boxing all the way. They tell you so much. Life? I have one friend, whenever he doesn't know what to say next, I'm kind of airing him out. He just goes, that's life. And I'm like, bro, shut up. That's corny. Shut up. I love him. I'm actually calling him after stream. I forgot about that. Okay. Tape is... I need a... There's another friend, whenever he doesn't know what to say or like the conversation kind of goes quiet, he goes, I needed this, guys. And dude, that kills every time. I'm friends with some comedians. He'll like put his arms around you and stuff like that. It's good. Where's my ruler, bro? There it is. We were doing the thirds before I did this. And also, we need to restart that timer. We're never going to get to GeoGuessr at this rate. I'm waiting for my hand to still heal. I have this like welt on it from my laundry machine. Believe it or not. Okay. What the fuck was I doing? Okay, I remember now. Thirds. True diagonal. Intersect third at this point. Intersect third at this point. Intersect. We took too long of a break. I had too much of a rant. Okay. Kavel, shut the hell up. It should extend to this way. I'm trolling, what? Ranch. It was in my mind from earlier, man. Pizza with ranch. It was indubitably hard. What the fuck? This is so tough. This is absurd. This is probably the most crazy. It's well organized in my opinion, but hardest to follow orthos I think I've ever done. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Kavel cries on second facecam stream ever. Second. Kat, you really like boast about how often you show up to stream and how you're one of the quote unquote OGs. Bro, we've been this is our second facecam stream, bro. Fake fan, fake fan. Need more tape, dude. I wasn't gonna be like too loud about it. Of course it's a change, but like if I make any deal of it, it's like something important, and I really don't think it's that important. To get busy with chores, you get busy watching One Piece. Have you watched One Piece as of recent? I've been watching the new Alabasta arc. Bro, it's okay. Like that's the thing. The start of every One Piece season is good, and then it's not for like half of it until like the final fight where they increase the animation, and then it's just back to nah until it ends. Box's bully streamer to crying would be a good clip. We can't be clip farming on our second one. Give us like 4 weeks. One Piece in months. Fake fan. Cat is the Logan Paul LARPer. One Piece. I saw he posted something else today. It's all rage bait. We all act like bait used to be believable. You're still falling for it. We're still talking about Logan Paul and One Piece. Bait is not believable. Pretty satisfied with where I left off in One Piece, the very beginning. No, no, no. You got to Water 7, right? The time skip? Maybe. I can't stand that, man. Yeah, minis are our main art form now, but also wildlife photography. Ooh. Um, I do see that more as a documentary. Could you elaborate on what you mean by you see it as a documentary? And also, he's still alive. What kind of wildlife? I'm a huge enjoyer of birds. I love birds a ton. I'd be taking pictures of birds and such. And I have a couple crows that I don't take care of per se, but they hang out at my house and I feed them. Logan Paul still exists, sadly. Yeah, Bear put it right. He's like a WWE wrestler now, and gets his money just by making people mad on the internet. As I do. I mean, I do the same. Just not the scale that he does. I mean, what more of a perfect place for him to go than WWE? I've never seen. I like the muscular man as much as the other guy, but like, what are we WWE? We just watch dudes fake fight. What? And it's okay. I'm hot take. I don't even see WWE as like believable fighting, right? All I heard about him is that he runs crypto scams regularly from Channel 5. That's true. Or maybe there's another Paul. I think both of them do. I mean, I wouldn't put it past either of them, given their history. I've never understood the appeal. Me neither. And I know there's a thing for everyone, so I'm not hating on people who do watch WWE. I mean, I draw every day, and that could be memed upon easily. If they have cartoon SFX when it's live, I'll recover. Bonk. Some like not just that, but they have like a little Looney Tunes like dizzy effect on people. I feel like they're missing out. We have the capacity of for live streaming and like really doing. If Mr. Beast can do like crazy effects live and things like that, I feel like WWE can pull up and add some of those. Like Germa's baseball event where a bunch of people like ran into the tunnel. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Okay, Kavel mentioned Germa. Now we're waiting on Tran Fiddler, and I think that's about it. I like the absurdity of wrestling when I was little. Yeah, I mean, it is very much a kid's thing, right? Not calling all the men who watch it nowadays kids. That's mean and reductive, right? But like, I can see the appeal as like a, especially if you have like a brother play fighting with your brother. That's a thing, right? That is just like a way of growing up. That is pivotal to the human experience. Why did I measure out this line? Shoot. Oh, yes. Okay, that's why. I mean, I don't need to, actually, but we're going to reinforce it. But yeah, beyond that, if you're not selling, like, minifigures of the wrestlers, what's the dude's name? He's, like, this guy who lives in an apartment, and he's like, The Undertaker! I've got him! He has, like, a little figurine, and then he runs back to the back of his apartment, runs forward, and starts jumping on the ground, and it sounds like war, like gunfire's happening. Loads of our friends are really into it, and they're like 30s or 40s. Interesting. Used to watch wrestling with my stepdad when I was young. Is it like a circus thing? I mean, kind of, yeah. It's just like scripted fights between wrestlers. I mean, wrestler, that's mean to put in quotes, even though it's scripted, right? And like people don't get as hurt as like MMA, right? And you just kind of put a show and like a story on. It's like they have like a like good guys and bad guys, effectively, to my understanding. Once again, I'm not trying to be reductive to WWE. I would like to call to the absurdity of it, and that part of the schema of this event is dependent upon Logan Paul. And I feel like if you have Logan Paul as a worker, there is something to be said for the thing itself. The lore aspect is cute. I do like that. Like, I mean, John Cena was a part of it, and John Cena seems like a really cool guy, from all I know. So, of course, every person and every celebrity, doubly so, has their own evils, their own skeletons. But like, as far as celebrities go, John Cena seems cool. He was WWE, gave a lot to charity, right? Heel, bad guy, babyface, good guy. Honestly, Kat, thank you. I was trying to remember what that was, and I had no idea. I knew about heel, I never knew about babyface. Because what was it, like John Cena was a babyface, I guess I don't like saying that, for a long time, and then became a heel. John was my favorite. I mean, how could you not love him, right? He seemed really charismatic, really cool. Kavel admits his boy crush on stream for for John Cena. There's heel turns, good guy turns bad. Okay. Good guy likes bad girl. Can we can we bring that song back? It's almost the summer for me. I think that needs to be my song of the summer. Bears one meant to be fairly cool, but who really knows? Once again, I'm not decrying the entire medium of WWE because of Logan Paul. I am critiquing it though. If I had a several $1 million business and they're like, yeah, let's get a guy who is associated with scamming people, one of the biggest controversies on YouTube ever, and not just because it's a controversy, but he just did a deplorable thing. And let's just get him in here, right? Who cares? This guy, he seems good enough. Cool, okay. That was slice 3. No, that was slice 5. Holy crap. What's slice 4 looking like? Oh, why did I do all that? Oh. There's factions or a group of 3 and it's called a faction. I can imagine that. Explain it to me in Minecraft terms. Explain it to me in 2B2T terms. What am I doing? Okay, so we're going to be doing the rate. I wish I put the radii on there. I have to look at my little graph. 3 and 4 is 2/3, which means we need to do it by sixths. I don't know why I have so many lines on here, though. Few wrestlers on Hot Ones, and they have some interesting stories. Okay, maybe I'll give those a listen. I know, didn't like Dwayne The Rock Johnson not go on Hot Ones? Oh, I remember why we have extra lines here. We need it for the next, specifically on number 4. Yeah. Yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who is a weird wrestler, did that. I don't really know what's happening here, but it's very pleasing to look at. Thank you. This is a very like brain scratchy assignment. Basically, you know, we start with a box. We're carving out all the places to construct a soap dispenser inside of this. Kind of just using a little bit of math here and there, and observational drawing, and trying our best to get better with both perspective, but also divvying up difficult objects in like smaller, more simplified forms. Such as draw box. Okay, so what the hell was I doing here? let's figure this out. I think if I start with the 6, it'll be okay, because all we're looking for is these 2 intersections, because we want 2/3 in the middle. And those are the thirds on the outside, which means we need the diamond and a slant. Oh god, this is so bad. We'll do this slice, and then we'll call it for not for the stream. We'll go do some break stuff. 2, 3, 4. This is rough, dude. Oh, dude, please. Why are these slices so close to each other? 13, 3/4, 11, 16ths, I guess. I remember seeing people like the Undertaker and Stone Cold on there, but you know, they're going to ace it. They put themselves through a lot. Yeah. I mean, both for physically demanding tasks that they do, and also just to like get that physique. Are they allowed to do steroids? I mean, undeniably, The Rock is taking PEDs for sure. And I'd say probably a lot of them are, because like once again, I wouldn't say, it feels bad to say, it's not real competitive sport, so juicing yourself up isn't as controversial, right? Because it doesn't give you like an advantage, right? It's scripted. If there's a winner and a loser, then it's not that bad. But I could definitely understand. I mean, Noel Dizel, we all know him and love him on YouTube, has talked extensively about the reasons that people would lie about it and such, and how you know, you don't have to like go out and say like, I did steroids. Like, no, you don't have to go out and constantly like warn people about it, but warn doesn't inform people about it. But at the same time, don't lie, right? If someone asks, be like, yeah, I took steroids. Set realistic expectations. I have a feeling Kat is gonna ask in chat, "Do you take steroids?" I don't know why, but I have a feeling she was typing that up. And I would say, please look at the face cam. We have a face cam now. There's maybe it was a premonition of sorts. I wasn't. Not even. If there was a Cat question to ask, it would be that one. What have you been up to drawing recently, Cat? I'm the 50% police. I saw some of your posts. Forwarded from the squad ability. God, these lines are like right next to each other. Just figure stuff. Gotcha. TikTok. I'm timing you. I want to make a drawing of the like rabbit holding the clock and the chain with gravel. Something doesn't seem right. But I'm going to ignore it and make the line anyways. My heart just like, I don't know what happened. This stream feels weird. I bet, bro. Okay, that looks good. So now we need to do the triangle and all that. Oh. I feel like I have drunk goggles on whenever I'm doing this. The stream is not real, Cat. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Sorry, I'm using the face cam right there. My bad. Yeah, we're not gonna do both. Let's keep it simple for now. Let's see, then we want the bottom diagonal. Yeah. No, I almost put the wrong. Oof, that would have been bad. I don't know why. Are you gonna watch the new One Piece? The new One Piece? Like the reanimated one? Yeah, if so, yes. One Piece's like greatest flaws are like quality of animation in the middle of it. Pacing number one. Quality of animation. Oda's writing with women. That's about it. Because like, you know, it's a shonen, it's a silly story that's good. But like how they're doing Nami and Robin since or really any female character since time skip, but specific, oh my god, recently, dude, it's awful. Netflix next year, oh huge, okay. Yeah, I'm down to clown with that. This looks correct. Yeah, we don't need to mirror it. I don't want any more craziness here. I think next stream will be the ellipses stream. Or maybe a little bit after that, because we do have to do the rest of the nozzle on the top as well. Oh my god. Yeah, whew. Bleach manga, but I never tried One Piece. Man, I've heard a lot about Bleach. I was told Bleach is great. Never watched the animation, because apparently they did the animation dirty. And yeah, One Piece is quite long. Not really for better, just for worse. They could do a lot better in terms of pacing and stuff. It is a great story. I like it a lot. Just we don't need to be doing all this. Oda, what are we doing? Now, Could it be said that the longer it goes on, the more money it makes, and it's one of the most popular. It is the most popular anime in Japan, manga in Japan. Yes. Thus, the longer it goes on, the more money you can get. Of course. Now, would looking at that be a little bit myopic? Yeah. Big-breasted women. I feel like Kat, you should check out Jess's stream. I feel like you would resonate with some of the content there, especially the Shreksies. I feel like Kat would like the Shreksies a lot. I watched all of the anime, but I feel like it was pretty decent up to the point I watched it. Like, I really love Water 7 and stuff. Just like Dressrosa is a drag to get through. There's just so many like empty moments in Wano. And then Egghead, it was great, and then the animation just like dipped for a couple episodes. And while there are some extremely talented animators in many of the scenes, I feel like the styles chained up like way too frequently. Like we'd have one amazing, great style of animation from one animator, and then we'd go to another animator, also equally great, but like it felt like it swapped up a ton, and it felt a bit disjointed. And like, I'm trying to follow along. I'm trying to appreciate this, but you're making me do some stuff like that. No, is that no way? We have a Shreksies emote. The calling your mom one. That's probably my favorite Shreksie. In September, she'll be doing a ton more Shreksies. Hell yes. So stay tuned, everybody. Those are great. Oh my goodness. I love which one was it, the calling your mom one, and it's ADHD or GADHD. I really like that one. I'm glad she like showed all of those during last stream. I can't imagine. I mean, I'm doing this, which is pretty like cognitively demanding, but she's like painting and dealing with values in like a more involved physical medium. How do you do that, dude? Thankfully, she has Armpit to help her out. Armpit seems like the goat. The Pride one is so good. I like that a lot. I also just saw she has videos on I saw like one of her videos on Instagram. It was like a painting of like two women wrestlers in a very specific pose. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's when she cosplays one of her Shreksies. The ADHD one, or the one above the emote you just sent. Cause yeah, I remember she then she was like on stream. She was like, "This is when I cosplay. Don't worry, my boobs don't actually look like that." She's very funny. Man, the cosplay one specifically, the highlights that she did for the fabric, ridiculous. In a good way. Ridiculous in a good way. Okay. Reorient, readjust, scan, analyze. Where are we? Boom. Get 5 big booms in chat for the Shreksies, please. How is Big Justice or Orange Justice? What is his name? How are they doing? I hope they're doing okay. Ones for us last year. Oh, I haven't seen the Space Marine ones. Can you show me your biceps? You guys have just lost camera privileges. What the hell? No. I'm not that kind of streamer. Dio. Oh my god. There's a picture you did of a packet of crisps, which is pretty nuts. Ooh, is it like a highly like reflective plasticky material? I knew it was gonna happen at one point. I knew. In fact, I thought it was gonna be Kat to say the unhinged thing. I really did. Maybe I should have expected differently. Dio running in here and say, "Show me your biceps." Not on my list of unhinged things for people to say when I turn on Facecam. Hopefully that's right. I'm not feeling too confident about that. Fudge. I think it works. You said you go to the gym. I don't know. It's fine. I'm not too pressed about it. She also did a Tunnux. I don't know what that is. Tea cake, which got her a treat box from the company that made them. That's huge. I like that. Pinion Paint has to show me the guns to redeem on her channel. I like that a lot. I feel like me being a this okay, this sounds stupid, but hear me out. Me being a dude kind of changes it. Not that women don't have muscles or shouldn't show their muscles. In fact, quite the opposite. But like, how often is it like they're a dude who just wants to be like, "Hey, look at my muscles," right? So I feel like that's the difference, right? But yeah, that's a. Hey, I'm glad that we've broken the ice, and someone has already requested a an absurd. Oh. Oh no, I just didn't do the line yet. God. Rock climber. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Well then, yeah, definitely have some. You probably have some muscles to show off if you're a boulderer. I've always I do calisthenics, and so I've always had an extreme appreciation for people who do bouldering. I find it extremely impressive and demanding. Bouldering is no easy task. There it is. Ooh, that saxophone goes crazy. Holy. Okay, maybe that isn't the line I want. What is going on? Where am I? Who am I? There it is. Okay, I lied the first time. I think. Oh, you make my eyes bigger so I can see. Oh. Maybe if we're doing a Tran Fiddler stream, we could. I'm not making that joke. Nope. Okay, this is a bit off. I think it's mainly because this line was off a bit, which is fine. It sucks, but it's fine. It works. Alrighty, have a good one, Cat. Thank you for stopping by. It reminds me back in the day, quote unquote, probably near like the early 300 streams. There was a person who was demanding I do a face reveal, if I remember correctly. They were demanding something. It was absurd. That was before I was comfortable like kicking and banning people in real life. By the way, like I'd kick and ban them in real life, and yeah, there's always a character. I think it's much more important to be accurate to the VP than make silly lines. Okay, that was a lot. Now we have to do it again. Oh man, that's line's so off. I don't know how I didn't hit that. Cool, cool. Next one. Is it break time? It's break time. We're gonna do a 2-minute ad break just to get the ads out of the way. And then we will do some open guesser and geoguesser. Right as Cat leaves, I do BRB. That's funny. So yeah, we'll do some open guesser, geoguesser to hang out, and then come back. Yeah, I mean, we could finish all the slices today. It may take some more time, but yeah. So we're back. Cool, we're back. Man, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, we're not gonna open guesser this do open guesser the same way I did it last time because I learned it doxed me. Like it just said my home address in the last VOD, so I had to get rid of it. And I only noticed that while editing it. Thank God I caught that. Is it just me or is the sound a bit low? I could turn it up a bit. Oh, the volume itself. Yeah, I added the limiter at the beginning of the stream, so it's gonna be a bit quieter. If you want, I can get rid of the limiter. I just realized I was peaking a lot last time. I could set it to maybe like -2 decibel. Let's do -1. Let's do -1. I hate microphones. -1 decibels. There we go. Just so we're not doing like a true peak. Guess the game. Here we go. Alrighty, guys. Let's chill out for a little bit. Oh, that's just the wrong thing. I forgot to mess with the scene. Okay, we're cleaned up now. Let's do it. Ooh, so we got a lot of under earth stuff, a lot of foliage. I feel like you could only have this foliage in like a more modern game. I don't know games where you're like underground like this though. I may have to hit a skip. Kind of reminds me of one segment from The Witcher 3. So we'll do as a okay. Oh my gosh, 76%. That's a bit rough. I'm gonna have to skip because gotta go somewhere soon. Thank you very much for stopping by, Bear. Best of luck with your drawings. Drawings? Oh god, I hate when the accent slips out. All that good stuff. So yep. There was that game. It was like highly realistic, but it flopped. I can't remember the name of it. I mean, okay, that's not describing much. A game that's highly realistic and then flops. Ooh, okay. PC, PS4, Xbox One. Some really nice fog. Knight armor. I feel like you'd be naive to say Dark Souls 3. In fact, I say this armor is too nice for Dark Souls 3. Most highly realistic games. True. What is this? Whoa, this looks really kind of bad. This is a Souls-like? Cold Symmetry. It's like Demon Souls? I don't know the Souls. Mortal Shell. That sounds familiar? I have no idea. TS Block was here for a bit. Oh yeah, but they went back asleep, so we don't have our goat. Let's play Previous Days. We got this. This is ours. We don't got this. This is not ours. This kind of reminds me of a section. I know I keep saying Witcher, but hear me out. I don't recognize this flag. We're going to toss in a Witcher 3. If not, maybe an Assassin's Creed or like... Ooh. Ancient Roman Colosseum, like the underpart. And the cameras above? RTS? Oh. PS3, Xbox 360. I'm just gonna toss in Chivalry. I don't really know any of them. Okay. Assassin's Creed. Okay, Assassin's Creed. Which one? We had Roman Colosseum. Oh, you said that. My apologies, Safi. I didn't see that. Let's try 3. No, because 3's in the Americas. Okay, thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great rest of your probably evening, night. Yeah. Bye for now. Let's do Unity. Nope. Okay. This is how much of a fake fan. I've only played one Assassin's Creed game and it was an Odyssey. Not Valhalla. Shadows? Nope. Okay. Is this Arvo? I don't know anything. 2. We'll go 2. Brotherhood. Sadly, I just wouldn't know. My bad. Now we know though. Oh, fighting game. Mortal Kombat. Oof. What's the other one? Wouldn't be Tekken. You wouldn't do Tekken this early, right? Nope. Okay. Oof. You're asking a lot of me today. I thought it was 2D, but this is clearly 3D. Ooh, is that like Hulk Hogan or something? WWE. I don't. Dead or alive. This is not our day today. Is that Japanese? Is this Yakuza? Kiwami? Yeah, oh, is the first one? Or Like a Dragon? Infinite Wealth? Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's this one! This is Zero? But we had the other guy in it. Did I already put Like a Dragon? I'm gonna go Yakuza 0, if not... Okay. I'm such a fake fan. I do apologize. Isn't it the Wealth? Dude. This one just came out! Or not just came out, but... I'm so fake, dude. Yakuza 7. Yes! Like a... Wait, what did I do? What? Did I play Like a Dragon? Did I do that one? Like the second one? Am I going crazy? Okay, whatever. We got it. Hey. At least we got one today. You know, we'll do one or two more. This feels like the dinosaur game. It's not Ark. It's the one where you play as the dinosaur. I don't know what it would be called though. Could also be Halo. I don't know why. Get kind of a Halo vibe from it. Oh. Halo 3. This looks a bit crustier than Halo 3, but we'll go Halo 3. I've only played like Halo Reach, so this is good for me. This is really good. The Halo filter. True. We love it. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, maybe let's not do one more. Geez, dude. Pokemon? I don't know. What are the billion Pokemons? Okay, definitely not Pokemon. Oof. Cute art style. 2001. For 2001, this is really nice art style. Not that it would be bad, but, you know. Advance Wars. Interesting. Original Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, okay, I feel like... Oh! What is this? Like, ethereal presence down here. 68%. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh, Oh. Is this the like God Sim game that I always forget the name of? Where you play as like the like dude with the freaking special powers? I can't remember what it's called though. Never mind, Devil May Cry? Nope. Okay, I'm lost here. This is not one. This sounds stupid. I don't know what Ninja Gaiden is. I'm just throwing it in there. Okay, nope, okay. FromSoft? Bro, what? Ninja Blade. I don't know that. My bad. Toast Person 2, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Nice, you're back on time. Heck yeah. How are you doing, Toast? This is Aim, or no, not Aim Labs. It's the Boneworks. Easy. Don't even at me. You think I don't know my Valvean games? Even though this wasn't made by Valve, it's inspired by Source though. You think I don't know? Okay. I know I keep, this is the last one. Cause I have no idea what it is. We're gonna just type in Genshin. I don't know why this would be in Genshin, but okay. Oh. What's the city lines? City Skylines 2. We are crazy with it. Almost concerningly so. Yeah, that's my city planner. Okay. Let's go over here now. This reminds me of a very specific street in GTA LA. Or GTA San Andreas. Or GTA 5. Los Angeles, LA. But it is not. I could be convinced though that this is like North LA. We have English, some of it. London. London. I feel like this is a currency exchange though. Mainly because a lot of this is in some Latin based language. Mi vicino. Oof. Vencedores. I don't know. Floresta with Jesus Cristo. What do we got over here? Happy siempre contigo. Pro visual. Oof. Okay, now are we in Europe is the question. We are in Europe. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. Holy. Isabel. Oh, okay, wait. We have a university sign. Mayhaps. Unidad Educativa? I don't know. Ciencias. Do we scan the QR code? No, don't do that. That could be dangerous. Oh no, Portuguese does not have siempre. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't even look at Twitch chat. Why do they censor siempre? I don't know. Football, basket. Yeah, no. I'm gonna say this may be Spain. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably Spain because of the European-esque stuff and the mountains. Metro. You would never have this in the Americas. Universidad Central. Okay. I appreciate the pink. This does give a lot of Central South American vibes, though. I'm concerned. We're looking at more Wacky Dwarf. You know it, monkey. Some Wacky Dwarf. However, I don't think this may be in Europe as Wacky Dwarf, but I'm not Dos Manos. I'm not sure. 099 WhatsApp. Buy metal. That metal gay and shit. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm trying to. Oh wait, cars. This tells us a lot. Europe, 100%. Spain. We're near mountains. Where's the mountainous area in Spain? Over here. We're looking down. We're right here. It's crazy. Oh. Damn. Thank you for censoring the phallus part of the tank that could have been taken the wrong way. Get geographed, idiot. I know, right? .no. Norway? Norway. We have some flags over here. I have a sneaking suspicion that these flags are hiding from us, by the way. I'd just like to say that. So it was in the Americas. I feel very silly for not knowing it was in the Americas, but that's my fault. I don't know the difference between like Central South American Spanishes for the countries that Spanish applies and Spain Spanish. Is there anything that can... Oh! Hello, sir. My guess was Portugal. That's a good guess, especially with the buildings. Okay, Norway. Don't even ask. I don't know why I'm still here. There's a difference. I think probably, if not speaking, where are we in Oslo? I think we're at Munch. Or For Vars Musit. Oh! Okay. Dude, we got a special little icon and everything. Don't even talk to me. Oh, that makes up for the Ecuador. And we're fucked. Oof. Cheating? Question mark? I'm just rainbow, bro. Holy crack. I like that. Okay, what do we got here? Orange money. Lequette Market. We have a woman with a basket on her head. Rue is French, I think. This may be a French outlying like island of sorts. Okay, yeah. Vinte. Where did the French colonize? South Africa, perhaps. I don't know all the French-speaking outlying regions. Everywhere. True. Should we toss it in South Africa? Not South Africa. Okay, I trust QR. Oh. Bro, I suck at flags. I feel fake. What flag is that? Anyone recognize this flag? I'm assuming this is a flag color. Because it's everywhere. France is about 12 time zones. Yeah, what is it? The sun will never set on the British Empire. Fuck! Oh, we love it. I'm gonna go Mozambique. I don't know why. Is that French? I don't know. I've seen this flag in a football tournament. Morocco! Wait, is this the Morocco flag? Did Morocco speak French? Oh, but no, we would have more of Arabic script. No, okay. I'm trolling. My bad. Mozambique then? Maputo? Dude, what the fuck? I just saw this. Doesn't Morocco? Oh, wait, no, Moroccan does have a star, but it's like red and green, right? Not the red, yellow, green. I'm gonna go here. This was Senegal. In Dakar, Senegal. That is Senegal's thing. United States. No. We are doing capitals, GeoGuessr, by the way, to make it a bit less ridiculous. Like, I would rather spawn... Is that a Chevy? Oh. Bro, I've drawn this car before. They just won the African Cup. Ah, that's a Chevy. Americas. Clocked it. Mexico City, Mexico. Got some vultures in the sky. Someone just died. We're cucked. Damn. I wish I knew more about soccer football. It is once again a more entertaining sport in my opinion, to me, than American football. It's easy to get into, yeah. I mean, it very oh, okay. We have a lot of English. I'm gonna guess Mexico. Where's the city? I think it's over here. I've been driving down the street a bit. I think we're on the outlying part, but the fact that we have English and this is very much Central America vibes, and this is not the United States capital, I'm leaning towards Mexico City. MTN. Let's go Mexico City, Mexico. Let's see, we're going to be an outlying region, so I'm going to say we're up here. Why do I even try? Why do I try anymore, even? Then again, I'm kind of just playing the game of, oh, I'm going to wait for a country that I know. Just yell, get the ball in your fan. True. You could do that for most sports, though, right? What sport is there that you would not say that? Academy Praha. Remesel Praha? Uh-oh. I don't recognize any of those. Academy, so it could be a Latin-based language. Boxing, true. Golf, true. Prague? Oh, shoot. Okay. Freaking QR's giving this to us. Hell yes. Where am I? There we go. Okay, can we get any better than that? I feel like we're in a green region. I'm not that invested. Bah. Prague 4? They have 4 of those things? Ooh, very pretty. Okay, I'm giving France, Italy vibes. Let's walk through here with these people. Oh my goodness. Holy. Okay, I have a feeling we're in France. Just a feeling. This is so freaking pretty, dude. France, you gotta chill. Dude, this is so pretty. Oh, we have Wanderlust again, guys. We got infected. Let me take 800 pictures down this alleyway, though. Dude, we are not moving. We're moving like a foot at a time. Please. You're making me sick. I appreciate this is a beautiful place, but we need to remember the 12 time zones of France. True. However, I don't know. This is giving very Western, Chateau de Chevet. I don't know. What was my new favorite word? I was just learning what Wanderlust was today. Hell yes. What's your new favorite word? Oh yeah, cortisol check. That's my new favorite word for me personally. Got a low court streamer today. Let's go over here. Chev. Oh, it was in Nice. Wait, this is supposed to be capitals. It wasn't Monaco. Oh, bro, we got scammed. Oh, wait, no, Monaco's right here. Eh? Sitzfleisch? Something meat? What's Sitzfleisch? Sitzfleisch. Sitzen? Like to sit on meat? Sitting on your balls? I don't know what balls is in German. Entschuldigung. Is there any other modes? Let's do a couple more modes and then we'll go back to shutting it out. Brain rot places? What does this mean? Oh wait, no, this is competition. We don't want to do that. The literal meaning is yes. Maps, there we go. Image guess or geo quizzes, world capital, famous places. That would be. I swear to God, if we go around like the Taj Mahal, okay, maybe this is a little bit too easy. Why do I keep clicking that? I'm trying. Featured spotlight. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Urbanized football world dumb test. Okay, here we go. Here's the dumb test. Oh, Bahamas. But German slang, it means to have extraordinary ability to sit and endure lengthy, boring tests until done. Okay. The amount of Sitzfleisch you got will directly influence the work you can produce. Interesting. So the meat in your body for that. Isn't this like Atlantis or something, the Bahamas? I would fail the dumb test? Not even. We got this, guys. Hard bargain. It begins. It begins the dumb test. It begins. Oh, fuck. Yeah, wait, you'd fail the dumb test. Yeah, wait. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Japan, Tokyo? Shibuya? Are we in Shibuya? I have an IQ too high. Also, you got automated for like, know that. Hanzomon? Shibuya. Okay, freaking, we're crazy with it. Okay. Hanzomon line? I don't know what that would be though. Oh, wait, should we go like, oh, we can't go that far to the right. Okay. Shibuya? Time for Kavel to play Where's Shibuya? Is Shibuya a section of Tokyo? Saitama, Yokohama. Shibuya is in Tokyo. Okay. Shinjuku, Kawagachi. I recognize all of these. But like that doesn't really help. Do you think it's like in the middle? Dude, that scared the fuck out of me for a second. Okay. GeoGuessr, we are. Welcome, Riptide. Hope you're doing well. Playing some GeoGuessr as a little treat, as a little break. Tamagotchi. We're trying to find Shibuya. This music is getting a little bit loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a tiny bit. That's the problem with GeoGuessrs. You guys can tell me, and I would then have to search for the thing. You know, so it's like, oh, Shibuya. And we're gonna just click right here. I guess it was Shibuya line, probably. But hey, that wasn't horrible. Oh, give me a second. I'm parsing it. This is not Italy. It isn't. Awesome. Oh, Chad. I feel like this. I should know this church instantly. Is this the church? No. They just finished building this. This isn't Notre Dame. Notre Dame. I don't think. If that's the one you're referring to. This looks like, when I was in Italy, this looks like many of the statues, but we're kind of like in Europe, right? London vibes? I could get behind that. But this in London? I don't know. Excuse me, little girl. Where are we? Minnie Mouse, London, Minnie Mouse. I don't know. Have fun. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It looks like Amsterdam. I could get behind that a little bit. We have this Metro logo. I feel like that'd be a dead giveaway. Okay, please let us look closer at the Metro logo. Hey, no pictures. What the hell? ATM point. Oh wait, is this Italy? I guess it is, because that's ticket office. Biglietteria. I can't pronounce it at all, but that is ticket office. Okay, so we're somewhere in Italy. This doesn't give me Rome vibes, but then again, like, I could only explore so much of Rome when I was there. Excuse me, sir. Off the phone, please. Is that an Italian phone? I don't know, man. Oh, I'm not a worldly fellow. I don't think it's Florence, because I visited a lot of the big places in Florence. Oof. Let's just send it. Oh, it was Milan. Oh. You're playing a 7-foot dude in this game? Actually, yeah, because they have dude, okay. We're not failing this part of the of this stupid test. Maybe we are. It's Cairo, right? Now it's just a game of the pyramids. Uh-oh. I just may throw it in there. Egypt. Perhaps. I collected the pyramids. There we go. Here we go. Giza Necropolis. I missed it by a little bit. Okay, let's do a little bit more dumb test and then... Is this the Kremlin? Okay. We're at least doing okay in the, Oh wait, is it St. Petersburg? I can't be too cocky. Because I forgot, is it's Moscow or where the Kremlin or St. Petersburg is? Let's see. Frick. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm failing the dumb test so hard. I was hoping to give me something. I'm going to go Moscow. Moskva. Where is he here? Yo, thank God. Okay. Whew. I was about to embarrass myself even more. Which we are embarrassing ourselves a lot. I wonder. I have to play the game as Kavel know his Canadian geography, and he does because he has plenty of Canadian friends who want him to go to British Columbia specifically. Okay. Wait, is this the one in France? Frick. There's one of these. No, it's France. I can't even move here. So we're going to go France, yeah. Boom. Thank goodness. Okay, I'm feeling both very... I mean, when it comes to the US stuff, I feel like, you know, okay, I could get behind it. And then you have stuff like Taj Mahal, which... Oh no. Oh, it's in New Delhi, question mark. It's in Agra. Okay. This is the one in Spain, right? If I'm not mistaken. In Oh, Barcelona. Frick. Oh, Fatima, welcome. Okay, this is the last one, and I actually recognize this. Is this? Maybe I don't. 2 or 3 of these correctly. Nah, we got this. This is ours. Is this the National British Museum in London? Right in front of it. Oh, we're crazy with it. Italy. I recognize both the banners and there was the Can we go back? Is that possible? I don't think so. I saw some of the buses there. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of water and then we're gonna get back to the stream. You're totally good. No worries. Where did I put my water? Oh. So I usually keep this water bottle on the ground and then I knock it over like 5 times a stream. So that's cool. I haven't knocked it over this stream yet. I usually keep it over there. So if I get up out of my chair, we fall. So how's your day going so far? Both Fatima and if I didn't really ask Toast either. If our friend, I need to remember the name correctly. I don't remember. Riptide, yes. If our friend Riptide is still here, how's your guys' day going so far? We were so entrenched, engrossed in the games that we forgot. Your cats block your iPad. Love it. That's probably the best thing. It's the new day. True. Been okay. Good to hear. It is what, Tuesday today? Weeks going by fast. I graduate in only a couple of days. The ceremony is there. I'm glad to hear that you guys have had an okay day so far. What do you guys what are your typical activities like for these streams? I missed another person's stream. Frick. Oh yeah, do you have the several streams open right now? I'm gonna not pronounce that. Ahmed, right? I hope Ahmed. Al-Duri. Ahmed Al-Duri. Wait, ask differently? I'm only saying their art. Ahmed Al-Duri. I can see it. Yeah. We have the same, actually no, the distance from like his mouth to his eyes is a bit further, but I can see it. I didn't understand the question. Yeah, sorry. I'm like all over the place. No, not multiple streams open. What do you guys usually do when you watch streams? Do you draw? Do you just chill out on the couch? What is your usual stream activity? I think that was the question I was asking. I may be wrong. And as for us, we're working on lesson 6, and we're going to be doing the 3/3 theme. Hydrate? I just hydrated. You're evil. Draw mainly. Drink water. Draw if I have nothing else to do. I wouldn't imagine being able to draw with like several streams open. Chill out, drew one time, eat. I need to eat, actually. I haven't had lunch yet. What time is it? 4 o'clock. It's not dinner time yet. Stretch? You are abusing your power. We will stretch in a little bit. How about that? Multitasking. You seem, I mean, hey, if anyone could do it, it's the person, yeah. I wonder what this does. Well, I usually like do hand stretches. We already did that though. So we'll wait a little bit to redeem your hand stretch. We need to do painful things. Specifically, we need to do the 2/5 breakup, which we do. How do we do that? What's the math for that? Let's look over at PureRef. PureRef will instruct us. Man, my tabs. I have so many tabs open. But yeah, you can see like Twitch and everything back there. What I use to control both the Twitch and YouTube streams. So yeah, for this 3 and 4, we only do this for 4. We need this line, which will then mirror. If it's only 2/5, let's check this. I put don't do and then I put yes do. 1/6 to 5/6. Okay. And we need to do that horizontal. I'm doing some work catching up on DMs, chatting and streams, sometimes also vibing to music. That's a lot. Are the refs showing you how to do divisions and stuff? Yeah. So you're allowed. They have this pinned in the lesson 6 channel. It tells you how to divide things up in specific ways, and then your goal is to put that on the page in a conceivable and normal way without like doing like one or like 11/24, right? Like if you're at 11/24, you're probably doing something really wrong in terms of subdividing. You can get there naturally, but be careful. And more. Doing cartwheels and 11 other tasks during stream. Yeah, it's extremely helpful. This is, yeah, it's in the Drawbox chat. I just screenshot it from the website, steal it here. And yeah, so we want to get specifically this, I think, right? Oh no, I said one, what? I said 1/6 to 1/5, 5/6. That's only for 2/3. So I think I'm confusing myself there. That's from, oh, I think that's fifths. Why would I divide into fifths? Am I high? We gotta figure this out. 2/5 to 3/5. Okay. I just didn't do it on the top slice yet, I think. Did I include that in the top ortho? I did. The math PTSD? There's math PTSD associated with jazz? Uh-oh. Or was it the math I was talking about the previous stream? The math isn't that bad, I promise. You get to make some cool stuff. Where's my fifth? Here it is. Okay, wonderful. And I already marked it where we need it. I like math. Math is wonderful. Just all the math. I feel like our modern educational system has failed us in many regards when it comes to math. And look, we already almost have this one. We have the true diamond, so we just need to get that going. No, I just don't know math. Gotcha. But you know, also I just hate. This is for the U.S. people. I hate how they teach math in the U.S. I had a physics professor from the U.K. and from what I know, UK dabbles more in vector-based arithmetic. Just hated practice. Gotcha. UK does more vector-based arithmetic, so by the time people in the UK go to university, they're much more fond of physics without the like expense of being worse at any other math. Meanwhile, we don't do any vector-based arithmetic in high school, or it's like very rare. And so when we get to high school, physics is that much more harder because we have no concept of vectors and stuff like that, which I think vector math is amazing. It's great. Everything's a vector. It helps you not only in physics, but like in linear algebra and stuff, right? And analytical geometry and all that. So I feel like the US needs to improve a lot there. Okay, so we can actually follow my ortho a bit. But ideally, all we would need, since we did the triangle this way, is we'd need from here to here. And then we find the intersection with the diamond and that, which would probably be about right here-ish. My guesswork is scarily accurate. Let's double check though. Left hand drawing. Holy. This would be slice 4, and look at that. Yeah, we have our diamond, we have this slant, and we find that. What's the purpose of the lines? This helps us find like specific ratios and things to find points. So yeah, our whole goal, right, is we're drawing a soap dispenser, right? Specifically to look at like this angle. And this is a lot. These are a lot of round curves and complicated stuff. So we are finding specific points to help guide us when we make certain shapes. So we're making a bunch of slices of this where we'll draw ellipses. So we'll have an ellipse representing, this length, this length, this length. And to do that, we need to find the radii or, diameter. So we're plotting those points. I'm not too sure I like the way I've done this. But that's for Uncomfortable, the creator of Drawbox, and who will be critiquing this work, to say and for me to figure out. But I mean, also, if you don't like, how you've done something in art, you just could do it again or do it next time correctly. Or try something else different next time and then see if you like it. Also, I kind of messed up that line because I didn't wear my thing. Lesson 6 was Dio. I believe lesson 6 is uncomfortable. Lesson 4 and 5 are Dio. I could be wrong though. But from what I've seen, uncomfortable has been the critiquer of all lesson 6. There we go. And then, oh, what was I doing? Oh, geez. We have our true diagonal and our diamond on slice 4. Bro. There it is. Oh, it's so easy to lose track of where it is. Okay. Unless I do this myself, I won't know, but I suspect there has to be an easier way to do this. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It seems like it's Sven and Comfy. Okay, yeah, makes sense. You can't even do, one of the bad parts is that early on you're taught you can't even root a negative number. For me, it wasn't, they were just like imaginary numbers is way beyond the scope of this class, which I agree with, right? Like, you don't need to be doing all that. Do I do the critiques? I sometimes do free community critique. I don't do any of the official critiques, especially for friends. I will definitely be, especially lesson 5. I love critiquing lesson 5 so much. If you guys do lesson 4 or 5, let me know if you're on the non-official route. I will do your critiques. I love them. And you get special privilege to ask me because you're in the stream. And yeah, unless I do this myself, I won't know, but I suspect there has to be an easier way to do this. There's no rules to art, right? You're allowed to approach this however you want. Personally, if I was going to do this on my own, I wouldn't be so strict with all of my, I would still be doing the slices, but I wouldn't be doing all of this measurements. But this is like the mathematically true way of doing it, right? And this helps teach you a bunch of stuff, whether it's, getting comfortable with ratios. I just realized something. No, we're good. Okay, woof. Getting comfortable with ratios, like building our intuition so we don't need to do all of this in the first place, right? Or if we do, we have the tools and the processes already in our brain. So yeah, that's like the two things you get out of Dropbox in general is number 1, intuition, right? So we build up kind of our does this feel right? Whenever I draw a box, I can instantly clock if it's just non-convergent or things. And then number 2, tools. So let's say it is non-convergent, and my intuition has picked up on that. But I don't know how to fix it. Well, I have a whole suite of tools that we've learned in this course to tackle those more complicated problems. And also, I just realized I didn't measure up this line too good. Uh-oh. But yeah, so Dropbox is hard. I wouldn't recommend it to everyone, right? There are flaws. Personally, that's just my belief. There are some flaws. But I would not be drawing today if I didn't have Drawbox. And I don't think I'd be drawing as well. If you want to assign a qualitative assertion to it, without Drawbox either. So I will always attest that Drawbox works, so long as you get what you put into it, right? I've been doing it for 2.5 years. Sometimes it takes people a year, 2 years, 3, 4, 5. You shouldn't do Drawbox and if you get what you put into it, I'm gonna make it really hard for myself and like draw blindfolded with the arm behind my back and rock music playing. There have been people who've done similar things to that. Don't do that. Take it at your own pace. Whenever you encounter a problem, follow the rules, don't do a billion redos, but try to investigate what's causing you issues, right? Use it as an opportunity to exercise your critical thinking skills, because that will serve you further in your art journey too. Because if you get used to critical thinking in Drawbox, then you get used to critical thinking whenever you encounter a problem that Drawbox hasn't taught you to solve. If you were to ask me what, I'm no professional artist by any sense of the word, but what I've seen the most growth in people in Drawbox, and I'm not saying qualitatively they make pretty drawings now versus they didn't make pretty drawings before, not at all. The people who have shown the most technical improvement in Drawbox are people who have exercised their critical thinking. They don't just do a lesson, get their critique, and continue. They iterate on it, right? They do their 50%. They try to incorporate what they've learned into normal work beyond 50%. Right? Those are the people who really succeed. It's not how pretty your Drawbox drawings look like, and if you look at the critiques too, which I think is really cool, I've seen people with extremely like pretty drawings, what I would consider pretty, but they don't do well in the critique because they weren't applying what they've learned, right? Um, and so Drawbox doesn't care if it's quote unquote ugly or pretty. They care about you um, doing good work. Uh-oh. Oh wait, did I measure that correctly? Uh-oh. But yeah, I could go all day. Glazing Drawbox. But I think the true test of is it good or not is if you do it, right? Just try it out. Uh-oh. And I say it's not for everyone because it's not that you lack critical thinking, right? It is arduous, right? It's a lot of work. And you will be left to your own devices at many points where you won't really know what to do. And that's where the importance of learning, gaining the skill of contacting the community, right? Going to the Discord and say, hey, I'm confused, I need help. It requires a lot of self-discipline, right? Because once again, this is an arduous course. And so those who struggle with task management may find it a little bit more difficult. There's a huge community of people in Drawbox with ADHD who have talked about how it can be difficult, but it is, once again, overcoming ADHD is possible. Not like largely, like not making a large claim is like, oh, all of ADHD is conquerable. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying tackling Drawbox with ADHD is very much doable. Many people have done it before. Does it take a considerable amount of effort? Yeah. I personally don't have ADHD. If in fact, if anything, I'd be described as having OCD tendencies. Who would have noticed with what I draw? But yeah, there's resources there for anyone to learn, and I think anyone can use Drawbox. There's no one specific type of person it benefits. It's just for those willing to learn, right? And once again, I'd like to reiterate, this isn't saying Drawbox doesn't have its flaws. I do believe there are some flaws with Drawbox. But that is for you to figure out. I don't think the 2/5 thing, I jive heavy with it. That's probably because I drew the wrong line. Frick. Oh, I drew the wrong line, guys. Frick. Okay. Okay. Gotta do it again. We gotta do it all over now. Thankfully not. But that's unfortunate. Now for the other question, would you recommend streaming art while learning it? No. You will make mistakes. I'm curious about the flaws you speak of. So there's this, I can't really show it too well. I drew this line. I'm making basically where the am I going to stretch in a bit? Let's calm down. There's this thick part of the neck in here, right? It kind of juts out, right? Oh, he means with Drawbox. The flaws. I don't want to say too many because I want to give people a false impression, right? I think the biggest one I could immediately note, and this is definitely a fixable one, is how some of the content is directed in the later lessons, right? It's not that fulfilled, which leaves you with a lot to kind of work with. Hydrate, I will. And then drink water. We'll do that in a bit. So, and that's fixable, right? But like as it stands, I didn't even say lesson 5, but like 6 and 7 are more barren in terms of its support. That's fixable, right? I'm not saying it's like a permanent issue. Lesson 2, I kind of disagree with. By throwing you into textures that early, I like it, but I really think it's way too much for someone completely new. And we should just stick. You could skip all of textures, in my opinion, and be fine. It's drinking from a water hose when I don't think you need to be drinking from a water hose. Once again, these are opinions of a baby artist, right? I wouldn't consider myself an extremely knowledgeable educator in the subject. 250 boxes. Okay, fine. I would say 200, but whatever. 250 cylinders, I think, is absurd. I think we could cut it down to 150 easy. Let's see, lesson 3. I feel like there should be a preset set of plants because I feel like I picked plants that didn't really afford lesson 3 objectives. To no one's fault, right? But I didn't really know, because sometimes in Drawbox you can have the lesson statement right, but you still may not know what you're looking for, or you're trying to learn. And so, I was picking references that weren't really helping with the 3D aspect of things. Lesson 4 feels like drinking from a water hose because I learned so little, and this is my personal experience. I just learned so little in lesson 3, other than kind of manipulating leaves. I feel like maybe lesson 4 and 5 could be divvied up even more. Because I love those lessons so much. And I learned so much from them. And then lesson 6 so far I think is perfectly fine. It is, once again, very vague in how I should be approaching these problems. And that does irk me a bit. Because, I'm doing a lot of very technical measurements and stuff, and I've seen other people do lesson 6 without doing that much. Being very precise. Yet I'm trying not to, clog up the page with too many ortho lines and stuff, right? I don't want to be too accurate at the expense of my own construction. But yeah, of course, yeah, I know. Those are my main takeaways. The only one I feel most strongly about is lesson 2. And you can tell I have the strongest opinions about lessons that I've liked the least. But maybe it's correlated. Who knows? Oh, I'm using the wrong line again. If I want to be precise, I only use a compass and a ruler. I think that's real. And pencil, obviously. Did I put that in the wrong? Oh. No, we're good. Yeah. Okay, once we make this line, I'll take that sip of water and do a little hand stretch. Let me fix my posture, geez. There's a point to be made with lesson 2, but yeah, it probably deters a lot of people because how hard it is. I feel like it also it made me understand some things better already. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that, there's nothing, and don't worry, I'm not arguing against you. I'm not saying there's nothing to be learned from lesson 2. There definitely is. It's just, once again, yeah, such a water hose to drink from. And one that I just personally leave, especially for the later lessons, you don't need as much. In fact, I would say take the texture part of lesson 2 and put it after lesson 4. Or even maybe with lesson 4. I love the form intersections exercises though, and sausage forms. I think those are great exercises for lesson 2. And really nicely tie in with shifting degrees of ellipses. Another stretch, wow. Very demanding. It's almost kind of, I don't mean this in a weird way, but it's kind of, you're very adamant about stretching. You were doing the same thing in Jess's stream. Not calling you out or anything, but you're a fan of that redemption. Let's see. Here we go. I think that'll do. Need a mod, I think. Yeah, I have a mod, quote unquote. He doesn't really show up. Even today, he was like, I told everyone I'm doing an early stream. He was like, oh shoot, I won't be able to mod. I'm like, dude, you never mod. Your hands are more important than your skills. True. I want healthy people to be healthy. That's all true. Let's get a cortisol meter on the voice crack. I didn't need that water. Let's get a cortisol meter on the stream. And whenever you redeem too many things at once, the cortisol meter spikes. Wow. I can't stretch and talk at the same time, I guess. It's kind of awkward if I just stare here with it. I need to do commentary while stretching. Wow, guys, this stretch is so good. I did my morning stretches at the gym too. I am also very sore though. But yeah, I think we finished that. That was the last hard one. We just have to do a third and then divvy up one and two, and we're done. Do I often forget to drink water? No, actually, I have like 3 cups of these a day, and then I refill this like probably 4, 5 times a day. So I'm very much a drinker of water. Now that I'm on face cam, I feel like I've done it less. But yeah, I'm very much a water fiend. So why does it redeem? No, I just needed something. I didn't. We used to have more redemptions, but we don't do them anymore. And so I feel like just stretch is a rare one. But yeah, it's a it's something, right? Engagement, interactivity. You're getting all that Kavel coin. I don't know what else to use it on. All right, let's do this third. Oh Jesus, this is so crazy. This is probably my most not messy because it's like it's all converging, which I'm very happy about. But like definitely the most crazy one I've done so far. Maybe we need a posture check one. Ooh, that's a good idea. Because I now that we have camera and I just need to fix my posture. I keep. That's how you know it's later in the stream. Yeah, we're like 2 hours and 30 minutes in. I'm slouching a lot. I slouch so bad during digital streams whenever we're drawing digitally. That's rough. Oh, so hard to see. No. That's nice. I actually like these earlier streams too, because that means I get the benefit of eating dinner and then watching the sunset. I've been streaming for like 2.5 years, usually at like 7:30 and then 5 o'clock. So it's not often that I get to see the sunset, which sounds a bit sad. Um, but now I get to if we keep streaming this early. Once again, we're in a really weird zone with me graduating and possibly moving and stuff. So everything is kind of tentative right now, but tentative, whatever. Oh geez, I'm trying my best to follow these lines. I think I got it. This is absurd. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, and it's gonna go back to this one. Please don't be the wrong line. I'm just too lazy to double check. That looks good. Zero clue if you're messing up. There we go. If no one notices, we're good. We're safe. Uh, I think we did well there. I think we survived. Man, I thought my tape dispenser was complex, but I guess that's because that was my first time doing slices, which slices are just like doing constructions like this. But um, I guess not. MCal would be proud. I don't know what MCal's up to right now. I hope they're doing well. They're a lesson 6 enjoyer as myself and sometimes frequent chatter. Let's move this. It's bothering me. Oh no, I messed up the tape. Nice. Okay. Oof, frick. This is. Did I do the? Oh, I did that. Okay. Oof. I thought I did the wrong line, and I realized I haven't drawn this one yet. Where's my Drawbox prescribed Adderall, dude? This is rough. Oh. Actually, I just realized I would argue I don't need to stretch as much during these streams because it takes me so long to just draw one line. We're a bit slow here. It is, for those who are new, it is no surprise that I'm a very slow person in school. It takes me a very long time and a lot of effort to learn things compared to most people. We eventually get it, and it stays, but it is arduous for me. Okay, nice. We have that half, they have this half. Now we can do our diamond. Which is somewhat easier until we get to this part. Slow at execution. Honestly, well, I'm going to not push back in like a mean way. I feel like it's easy to understand concepts, right? But when you actually have to do it and you meet, where rubber meets the road, as they say, that's where the difficulty is found in everything, right? It's easy to just read all of Drawbox and be like, okay, I get it. But then executing it, you're like, oh crap, right? Okay, maybe I should get diagnosed for OCD. I really have, I've all the hallmarks and tendencies, and I mean, I'm, software engineer, so it wouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Then why don't you punctuate, Riptide? Well, you didn't punctuate. You didn't get a comma after that? No, I'm not diagnosed. You're missing one. I mean, I would show you a room tour if I didn't want to keep my room private. I literally like military. I'm not that that's like the hallmark, right? Not that OCD is being cleanly or anything. You can be extremely messy and yet have crippling OCD. I understand. But some of my habits and tics and stuff, I would never be surprised if a doctor came to me and was like, yeah, Cav, you got OCD. Oh, jeez. It's complex, and like it's never been. That's the thing, and same philosophy with many other things in my life. It's never been such an issue that I need to get it diagnosed, right? That I need to take special care for it. I could definitely. There's been points where it has been obstructive, but like never frequent. And so it's made me feel a little bit controlled in that regard. It isn't as compulsive as it is obsessive. When I was younger, it was definitely more of an issue. I would have like these bouts. There was like something in my head, like I needed to wash my hands. Like my hands would feel a certain way, and I would need to like wash them. So I'd have like moments where I'd like go to my bathroom, wash my hands, go to bed. And then like 5 minutes later, go to my bathroom, wash my hands, go to bed. It was so miserable because like I would lose sleep over it, like a lot of sleep. I would be up doing this for like an hour. And there was like plenty of other moments like that when I was younger that were pretty bad. We're much better about it though. That's how I cook. I feel a lot of people do that with cooking. One of my former roommates was like obsessively sterile with everything. I worked at a restaurant, and so like not that people at restaurants are dirty or anything. In fact, they were like astoundingly clean and great at what they did. They followed all the rules where I worked. But like, the cooks aren't washing their hands after every single time they make a burger, right? Of course, they're replacing gloves where they need to and stuff. But yeah, so as a person who, worked in a restaurant and like interacted with all the chefs, and then I see my roommate like meticulously like wiping down things, no hate on them, but wiping down things with alcohol. We would never do that. And we have our own cleaning supplies that are like FDA approved. But like wiping things down with alcohol when we have like our own bleach spray, Stuff like that. Very, very I'll watch Hell's Kitchen as I fall asleep. Shout out Hell's Kitchen. Shout out any cooking media while going to sleep. Oh, almost dropped my ruler. We barely do it in labs. I mean, my computer labs, if you're constantly washing your hands, then you'll get on the electron. That was bad. That was a bad joke. Alrighty, we did the thirds both ways just to make my life easier because it's so crowded. A little bit more crowding won't affect us too much. I'm going to find the true diagonal. I'm kind of narrating as I go just to make myself feel like I understand what's going on. I don't. And we have another true diagonal right here. Boom. And diamond. Boom. Yep. Okay, cool. There's a limit to hydrate. Yeah, because you're spamming that. This is because of chatters like you. And no, I'm kidding. Riptide. Okay, Riptide just. I'm like, there's a limit to it. Riptide quite literally rips another one. Just. We'll hydrate in a second. We're almost done with this. There's such thing as overhydrate too. We're just talking about water poisoning. Since Riptide did it, I think that's fair. It's only fair. Rip hydrate. After stream though, I'm going to be working on my Luca drawing. I'm going to try to get some halftones in there that I don't vehemently hate. Oh, it's going to be such a wonderful evening, guys. I'm just going to like chill out in here, get some good breakfast, watch the sunset. Or sorry, get some breakfast, watch the sunset, then chill out in here and just draw. And it will be a good evening. One really cannot ask for more in that regard. Breakfast, true. Oh, goodness. It's so early for you guys. I feel so sorry for our European viewers. That's a lot, man. Oh, Penny is streaming? Who is Penny? I haven't, is this the Pinion Pate? Is that their name? I'm not sure if you're asking me. Pinion, yeah, cool. It is 4:41 p.m. for me. Yeah, I'm assuming Kiora is going to be having breakfast sometime soon. I think it's an 8-hour difference between us. Could be wrong. 5:41. Before Jess rated us, we still had a lot of European viewers, but like Jess, I feel like has a large European. 1:41 a.m. on Wednesday. Oof. I hope you guys are getting like full nights of sleep. It's 11:40 p.m. I was making fun of you for calling 7 p.m. food. Oh, I said breakfast? I'm so... Dude. Okay, that's why I was confused. My bad. Oops. You know, I'll be having... for those who don't know, you know, I do go to the gym. I wouldn't consider myself a gym rat, but I do eat the chicken and rice and broccoli every day, and I love it. I've been eating the same meal literally for the past 3 years for dinner every night. Not every single night, but, you know, within reason. And I love it. You can't get me to stop. Unless you like invent cheaper food with better macros. Arabian Peninsula. Once again, I'll say it, you know, I say this every time. I take pride in having viewers outside the US, mainly because viewers in the US, no hate, but we have all the same fast food. We have all the same most things, right? Culturally, there's differences. I don't know. Let's get some variety. No hate. I'm not sure if you're saying that from being from the Arabian Peninsula or just for my inner America United States beef. We're gonna fix this up a little bit. Just make it a little bit dark. Oh, this stupid ruler has like the little ticks are like physical, and so it like can vibrate the pin that you're using. Because of the panic disclaimer. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't want to start interstate beef with my classic EU pandering. Dude. Sorry that us Americans, or some of us Americans, have romanticized the EU given our current state of affairs. Can you blame us? Alrighty, we're gonna just do these 2 slices and then we're done for the day, guys. Lots of good work. I have at least 4 political jokes on Can You Blame Us? This is so I will say this is not a political stream, right? Like we try to avoid those conversations, but as me being from the United States, hey, I just gotta say I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry, my bad. Not my bad, but like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. That's all I can that's all I can do. That's really all I can say. Yeah. That fair and valid. None of this was my choice, you know? That's and we'll end it there. But yeah, boxes, guys. Anyways, oh shoot. My timer for our usual stream time just went off. Oh, Germa's streaming Resident Evil Requiem. Holy. Should we go raid Germa? We'll go raid Pinion. My bad. Not my bad. Oh. Nope. Yikes. Oh, so part of this ruler makes red on the page, by the way. And if I don't use the right side, then it will get messed up. We forgive you, Cav. Thank you. Or I hope you guys can. Yeah, so this Artist Loft, I hate Artist Loft, never buy them for those. It's the Michaels brand. They have cheap sketchbooks, which are okay, but like half of the ruler just makes red on the page. Go buy the Statler ones. I get to decide with the print exactly. And like, if you're making a ruler, do you think, you know, for artists, not just like any ruler, you do a little bit more testing to verify that your product doesn't like cause issues? It rage baits me every time. I think another lesson 6 trick is whenever I'm measuring for the VP, measure from the furthest one because the furthest one has the most error. Then yeah, maybe you shouldn't measure from the one with the most error, but also if we do raid Pinion Paint, Penny as they say, we will set our raid message. I don't know what our raid message should be. Oh wait, we need to do the bottom slice. Frick. We have a little bit more to do, guys. Since our mascot is, so for those who don't know, our mascot is Gravel. He's a great-tailed grackle, Quiscalis mexicanus. He is a wonderful bird. I love grackles a lot. And a group of grackles is called a plague. So maybe our raid message could be the plague is here. Which sounds intimidating, but I kind of FW with it. Oh, that's so off. Who cares? I mean, we can't do anything about it. Hakuna Matata or something. Stuff to show off ready? Oh. We will. Actually, from last night with Jess's stream, there like I was trying to put my website because that's all I have is my personal website. And I kept trying to put it in chat and it kept getting auto-modded. Is a raid message the thing you say when you raid someone? I think it's like the thing that goes in chat. Sounds like a hard. And Pinion's name is XANTHE. I like that a lot. Like real name or here, let me look them up on Twitch just to see what's up. Oh, gotcha. There we go. Huge. How many viewers do we have right now? 6? 6 or 7? Sorry, my bad. Okay. Cool, we will go raid them. And then I've been looking at their what are the pronouns? Let me look. Oh. Let me go to your channel. How do I see? I'm not sure if they have it listed. Their store, I really want to buy the Great Tits hoodie, but without the word Great Tits, because we've talked about how that would be problematic for a dude to be wearing something like that. Yeah, okay, so we need to do that line again, which I'm kind of upset we just did. I looked at the hoodies and shirts. I wonder if is she from the United States or is she from? Because if you from particular places in the United States, you'll know about Grackles. I love Grackles a ton. I've already said this, but like I was leading into I love Grackles. Did you guys know, guys? They have a beautiful iridescence about them. The males, whenever they're like showing off or stuff, they like puff up really big. Australia lives in California. She's a bird nerd. Then she'll probably know about Grackles, especially in California. Because I think South California probably has Grackles. Or at least great-tailed Grackles. They probably have normal, common Grackles as well. I really need to get some more human art on my website, though. Everyone's thinking I wouldn't consider myself a furry. I would consider what I've been drawing definitely furry art. But I wouldn't consider myself a furry through and through. I would like to draw humans. I just am more fond of drawing animals because of lesson 5 of Drawbox. I swear, guys, I'm not a furry. Oh. Not that there's anything wrong with being a furry. We should make that abundantly clear. Until just this moment. Oh, I just outed myself. No. I do enjoy drawing my animal people. Mainly because, and this is kind of a working theory I have, we're humans. We are hardwired to notice if human faces are strange, right? But animals, we can look at two birds that, for, like, let's say we look at two grackles, they could look exactly the same, but to their bird brains, they look very different, right? Love grackles, they're so great. I love their noises. A lot of people hate their sounds. I love them. They're the sound of home. They are the sound of summer to me. They do sadly migrate for the winter, which just upsets me so much. I'm gonna sneeze. Now I have to press 2 buttons whenever I sneeze. I didn't sneeze. It's coming. I feel it. But not just yet. I have to press 2 buttons now, man. That's so scary. Originally, I just had to press 1 to mute. Also, for those wondering why we have a mute icon, it's because I've forgotten on stream so many times to unmute myself that I was eventually like, okay, we just need we need to make an icon for it. It's been bad. Okay. There we go. And then for the bottom one, we need to do the 4/5, which is really 1/10 and 9/10. Look into light when you feel a sneeze coming on. It helps some people. Oh god, I just looked at my soft lamp, dude. Oh, that hurt my eyes like really bad. I've never done that before. Oh. You have made a raid message. For us? For them? For who? Oh my gosh. Oh. Don't look into the light, everybody. Despite what they tell you. Okay. top, bottom. Yay, we have this. I remember now. Okay. Look into the light. Let's see. We're going for 10th, right? 110? Yes. I think 1/10. Should be the leftmost one. Yep. So we just, okay, easy. I already know how to do this. Don't even ask me, guys. I'm a pro at 10ths now. Don't go into the light. But yeah, what is the raid message that you mentioned? Make sure we're using the right side of this stupid ruler. That's why they called it stupid. The plague has descended upon your stream. Holy. That's gangster. I may replace that. I may go, is it normal to repeat it 4 times? Is that typical? I really like that though. That goes hard. Because I may replace the, I may replace the fire with the bird. There's a black bird emoji. I like it a lot. I'm gonna be copying that. I just want to know what's like taboo, what's normal, right? Because I like it. You can't use that if you're not subbed. Another I meant like there's like a general emoji, like on the not my bird emoji. It should be like just a normal one, I believe. I could be wrong. Like here, wait, I have an idea. Come on. Where is it? There it is. We're crazy with it. Oh, it shows up as a red bird over here. On the thing, it shows up as probably a crow. I can't tell if the beak's white or yellow or not. I was so upset. I don't like starlings that much. This is bird beef, by the way. Starlings are cool, but like we have European starlings here, which are invasive, and they like hurt the grackles and all the birds because they just take up so much of the resources. But when I went to Singapore, everything's a starling over there, except for like the great the hornbills, I believe they're called. They had so many pretty starlings. They have the Javan Mina. The plague has descended upon your stream. Huge. I may lowercase it though, just to be. But thank you so much for making it. I'm gonna steal that. Or is it just burps? I'll mess with it. Don't worry about it. Thank you very much. The plague has descended upon your stream. Actually, okay, wait. That reminds. Okay, there's a tweet that like tons of people. Okay, fine. Here, we'll compromise. We'll do it once, but here, let me pull up the tweet. Where was it? Yes, I found it. Give me a second. We have to go to X the Everything app. I'm just gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna be lazy. So once again, grackles are known for their scale. Tons of them. That's why they're called a plague. There's tons. So someone made this kill them with kindness wrong grackles. I think I'll do the plague has descended upon your stream, and then just a ton of grackles. Even though we don't have that many people, I think it'd be pretty good. And then I'm gonna predict if she's a bird nerd, she's gonna be like, a flock of crows is called a murder, and be like, but it's a grackle. So yeah, we'll do that a bit, but kill them with grackles. Yes, I would like to remove the screenshot, please. And yeah, source in the Twitter thing right there, so you could go find that account and follow them and give them likes and stuff. The plague has descended upon your stream. There we go. Thank you very much. Riptide, I'm gonna talk to my mod, but honestly, would you care to be a mod of this stream? I don't want to impose more work upon you. Um, but if you're interested, maybe sometime in the future, if you frequent enough and stuff like that, I'd be totally cool with handing you a mod. Huge. We'll give it some time. We'll let it simmer. It is gonna get really chaotic here over the coming days. I'll buy you a Steam game or two or something to make up for it. Have you ever played Outer Wilds? I feel like every person who cares about drawing has heard of Outer Wilds. I don't know, I feel like there's an overlap there. I think it would be fair. Plus, I just want more people to play Outer Wilds. It's a good game. The least I could do for people showing up to these streams. Heck yeah. Well, no good deed goes unrecognized here. Dude, if I mess up this line one more time, I'm going to break my monitor, I swear. Those who know. Heard of it? What kind of, here, everybody, this is a question that goes out to everybody in chat. If you are a gamer, what kind of games do you guys enjoy? I'll go first. It is, mainly I've been playing single player like Megabunk and Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain I know is multiplayer, Risk of Rain 2. But I used to play a lot of TF2 back in the day. Apex, Rainbow, stuff like that. Zelda, huge. What's up, Armpit? How's it going? We're just planning a raid on Pinion. How's your night going so far? Okay, I'm convinced of your age. Rhythm games, yes. Minecraft, you can't go wrong. Oof. I've been watching a lot of Minecraft YouTubers recently, like Minecraft. I wouldn't call it slop, but at the same time, in this 1 versus 15 manhunt, you know, all that. Generally just play single player games. I can't do multiplayer. I just get crapped on by 14-year-olds. Yes, yeah, we got the Jess convinced me. When Jess was like, you gotta have a face cam, I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I did not expect so much to happen in chat once I asked that question. Outer Worlds mentioned TS Block is here. Well, good morning, TS Block. I watch a lot of horror games. Jerma's horror streams. He hasn't done it in a moment, but I eat those up. Are you like a manly badass hero enjoyer? Let's see. We wanna. Oh wait. Oh, we almost made a big mistake. Oh, I almost made such a bad mistake. Holy crap. I need to start looking at the camera more instead of chat. That was almost so bad. This. Oh. Dodged a bullet there. Jeez. This. And then we find the intersection right here. Right? Yes. Youth. Yeah, cool. Okay. So this diagonally, that gives us our 10th, and then we find where that intersects the true diagonal. Whew, that was almost so bad. But yeah, I grew up very much in the Source games, the Source era. Give me my Half-Lifes, my TF2s, my CSGOs. Technically, my first game was Portal 2 on the Xbox, and then Minecraft. I got to gaming a bit slower than I feel like most kids my age. I'd say my favorite game of all time. This is a weird take, though. My favorite like AAA game is God of War, specifically 2018. But my favorite indie one is Outer Wilds. Portal 2 is great. It is. Oof. I crave puzzle games. I've played all of the Talos Principles. I tried playing Myst. I'm not the biggest fan of Myst. So it's a game that I prefer playing cozier games. I cannot talk. What kind of cozy game? Let's see, is Stardew in the mix there? I haven't played Stardew, but I know many a person who loves Stardew. Heck yeah. Oh, The Room. I love The Room. Stardew, shout out. I haven't played it, and I'm not sure if it would be my kind of game, but the music is great. I love the music from that game. Yo, what's up, Bear? Welcome back. The Room, yes. I'm trying to think of my favorite puzzle games now. Maybe I'm fake. I should not have known that. Bear, they told me to look into the lamp, and now I'm like partially blind in my left eye. Everybody's here. I wish I could raid with YouTube people, man. That'd be so nice. Force all of you guys to go watch Pinion Paint, who I believe is working on a landscape last I checked. There's something going on there. I do have a tip. If you move the facing of the other side, it'll look like you're looking at what you're drawing. I just realized, yeah, that'd make a lot more sense. Huh. Interesting. That would require a lot of adjusting on the way I do OBS, or I could just mirror my camera and then make it a lot easier. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't fix it. Right now it's staring off to the side. It does. Frick. That would make a lot more sense. To Twitch up to up your raid now. Here, I will warn you guys. I won't force you guys, our YouTube friends, to be on Twitch. Also, by TOS, I'm not allowed to tell anybody to go to a specific platform, by the way. Or at least on Twitch's TOS, YouTube's TOS. I can't remember if it mentions it or not. But yeah. We do mirror Jess's cam. Okay, huge. Then I may play around with... Thank you very much for the... Armpit, you're the goat, seriously. I will look into adjusting for these things. So I do my... I almost thought I put on the wrong slice. My OBS is like very weirdly set up because, you know, I never really learned the traditional way of doing it, per se. So I have some really weird ways of setting up my scenes and such. Now, does it work for me? Yeah, but like, I feel like if anyone else saw the weird stuff I was doing, they'd hate it. No one does. Okay. There's no standard way. Because like half of this I built myself with C# and Python. Like the multi-chat here is my own. I host it through Fast API on a Uvicorn website. So I can then adjust the HTML because I don't like Streamlabs. I don't like Stream Elements. Stream Elements specifically, even though I'm using Stream Elements multi-streaming. But like all of the animations and stuff are done through the OBS Anim plugin, I believe. And so I can just control it with this keypad. So like, you know, here we go. Right. Press 9 for all this stuff, right? Makes it easier to control stuff, but doing this, I wish there was an easier way. Or like a unified, easier way. I don't believe in Streamlabs. I don't want to be dependent upon Stream Elements like overlays. I want to have control of my own, but at the same time, they do take a lot of the hard work out of it. I also don't like the data collection. I'm pretty sure they collect like stream chat logs and stuff. I could be wrong. Yeah, like I bought that for $5. I have a fancier like $10 one with more keys, and it's a bit better. But yeah, like why buy a Stream Deck? Now I did have to program my own program to catch the keybinds because I didn't want it's a per device control, so instead of you know, I can press the same buttons on my actual keyboard and it won't activate the script because, you know, I want to be able to type with my numpad on stream. And this is a bit scuffed, but we're just going to deal with that. Nice. Okay, cool. We are done for the day, guys. Collecting chat log. I'm not 100% sure if they do it, but like if you're giving them the key to your chats, that's data, and that's good data. Cool. So we're done here. Let me go set the stream raid notification. We'll go raid Pinion. Get all that set up. Twitch time. Thank you very much for heading over. Up those numbers. Let's see. Studio. But yeah, so okay. We may. I'm graduating. It's gonna be crazy. We may be streaming tomorrow. Maybe don't plan on it, and we won't be streaming the next day. But yeah, the plague has descended upon your stream. I love that. We're stealing it. Okay, raid notification. There we go. Raids. How do I set? Thank you very much. Raid browser. I need to figure out how to do it. So give me a quick second. I do apologize. Do I have a Discord? I do. Here, do you want me to just put my Discord in the... I don't know, what's an efficient way of doing this? Isn't there like a whisper feature on Twitch or something? And holy crap, the amount of VTubers. Not that that's a bad thing, but like, yeah. Can you send a link to the stream because I don't know who we're going to? Yes. Here is the streamer that we shall be rating. And then, see. I'm still trying to figure out how to set the thing real quick. You want my Discord? Sure. Stretch. Oh my gosh, you guys are. That's always when I say when I browse art. Maybe I should have done VTuber. I was thinking about making a little Gravel one, a Discord command. Gotcha. So we don't have a public Discord. We just only have Delano's Discord, which I wouldn't want to be the forward-facing Discord. I don't like Discord in the first place. He deals with moderating all of that. I am not the biggest fan of that. Also, QR on YouTube got auto-modded for saying hello armpit raider. Yeah, I want to make like a 3D blender of Gravel and his like nose like is floppy. I think that'd be really funny. Or his beak, I should say. Where do I edit the stream raid notification? There's raid settings, but it's not in there. Also, I accidentally looked at Pinion's chat and I thought it was my chat. I was like, what the hell just happened? I'm just looking at the raid. It's the alerts page. Ah. Do I have to create a box? Oh, goodness. I apologize, guys. Oh, that is not what I want. Oh, raid message. I'm looking to set the raid message. There's no. Oh, we just put. Do we just put that in chat? Sorry, I'm so stupid. You use a bot? Oh, that's a bit advanced. I don't have bot. I don't even know how any of that works. So should we just raid and just call it? I don't want to do too much. Should we just do that? Paste it in manually. I'll paste it in manually then. Copied. Prepared the paste. Okay, cool. So thank you all very much for joining me tonight. Thank you. I usually run through the names. We are getting larger in number. Riptide, Fatima, Armpit, QR, TS Block, Safi, Toast. Yeah, I said TS Block, Bear, Captain Mannerings, the pair, the duo. I think that's Monkey. Yeah, I think that's everybody. So once again, thank you all for joining me, and maybe see you tomorrow, if not in a couple days. Bye for now.